So let's go off load yoga is in trouble video. So I said, right, I don't know. Let's go.
So if you Google the definition of temperature, it gives you something like four so easy. So you go back and you add to the end of your legal form. Usually come in temperature and food image temperature is indicated with chemical. And I feel like this is the one you mind sticky. This is you know inside heat up the gas then start moving fast and colliding. Since heating speed is so we have so imagine you have normal and what things that crazy could be that it's just one thing.
Adenola, out of nowhere, popping off. Say hey, bae.
Hey, babe.
So that automatically means we need to chat about them, right? Okay. Well, damn. What an entrance, thank you. So this brand I knew about for quite some time. But it wasn't until my UK bestie reached out to me and was like, girl, we need you to talk about Adenola. They're kind of everywhere you turn. So I was like, really? Like they're that big, huh? Because I'm not gonna lie, in the US, I'm not really seeing Adenola everywhere. But I guess it's super different over the pond.
So we can think about
So my UK, my Euro babes, this one's for you. Comment down below. Is it true? Is Adenola like the thing in the UK right now? They were founded in 2015 in Manchester, UK. Check out their website. My friend is totally right. They are giving off aloe yoga vibes. Total it girl. Total lifestyle, soft girl era, all of that. Basically, they are on trend with that whole minimal aesthetic. A lot of solid colors, no fancy prints. I mean, it really does look like look at their Instagram. It looks like mellow. It just looks really mellow and chill. Very aloe yoga without all the bending. Some of their models, I'm just like, how you do that? When I got it in, it came in this brown paper bag. Looks like how my mom used to pack my lunch for school. To be honest with you, when it arrived at my doorstep, nothing about this did I think it was a clothing brand. This looks like something I would pick up my calzone in at my local pizzeria. But nevertheless, it's very sustainable, and for that reason, awesome. They even have bags like this. I am not plastic. Very good. Then when I actually pulled out the pieces that I grabbed, now I grabbed an activewear oriented set, more like athleisure, everyday leggings and a matching top, just so I'm all coordinated. Then I grabbed a pair of sweats because I know they're known for that and you know I had to try it. So I got this like midnight blue color. I have a gorgeous wrap sports bra, that's the wrong way, Ash. Okay, it's a cute little dainty bralette. Some basic solid leggings. No front seam, hey now. You are a step above Aloe Yoga now, in my opinion, right off the bat. These are their ultimate leggings that we're gonna be talking about. This is like the Adanola legging. I was looking and this is the one that has a bunch of colors, so I'm assuming that this is like their signature legging. I felt some Girlfriend Collective in this. It's very, very soft, very silky smooth, like butter, but not brushed at all. This is gonna be breathable. This is going to be a cool to the touch type of fabric, I can already tell. So let's go ahead and have some fun and try these on. By the way, have you seen the size of these tags? That is the size of an index card. Wow. And then you got another one here just dangling. Take good care of me. Yeah. We know that. Then I grabbed a matching long sleeve. My goal in 2024 is to look and feel coordinated. Gone are the days of mixed, matched, out of the house, like I just threw an outfit together and I look all over the place. I want my outfits to fully coordinate, not only because it's presentable, but I also feel like it's easier to style. All right, accessory-wise, if you have a solid monochromatic outfit that just goes and flows, then it's easy to dress it up with a trench coat or a scarf or a hat or some sneakers, socks, you name it. So a big reason I wanted to grab just one full matching set. Plus, you never have to think twice. You grab your matching set, you know it goes, and you don't have to actually put thought into your outfits. In 2024, that's my goal. You're gonna call me grab and go Gaita, because I don't wanna think twice about anything. I just wanna grab and I wanna go. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and try this fucking set on and see what we got. I'm gonna go ahead and grab you, take you off. Let's go. Oh, man. My knees are getting bad as I'm getting older. Ow, bro. I thought about that last night when I was going to bed. I was like, dude, I think I'm getting old because standing up hurts. Okay. Adanola. So this, like I said before, this is their ultimate legging. This is their best-selling legging. Bae just looked that up for me. Thank you very much. Yep. You're so helpful. Yes, you are. When I was first contemplating on making this order, what did I do? What I always do, I consulted my YouTube community gals. That's you. I said, what are your thoughts on Adanola? What do we got going on here? Help a gal out because I'm about to snag some pieces. I had somebody say that their pieces ran very snug, so maybe consider sizing up. I did that with the leggings, specifically the leggings, because that's always my like medium phase. When it comes to the bottoms, smalls, traditionally I can still stick with my true size, even if they run a little bit snug. Plus, I figured, you know what? This is meant to be a tight top, long sleeve, no problem. I'm sure my small will be fine. Here are my thoughts now. So these leggings are a medium and not my true size small. I wish I took your suggestion with this top, but we'll get into that in a second. With these leggings, I feel like there's a little bit of room right here. I feel like, could I have gotten away with a size small? Maybe, but I actually do plan to use these athleisurely. These aren't really gonna necessarily be my next gym legging. I'm not really in the market for that right now. What I am in the market for is a nice coffee run legging. Like I'm gonna make a Target run, but I still wanna look good. I'm gonna go ahead and say these feel like posh mom leggings, which is a good thing. I want something that can still look cute and flattering. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not gonna be intense right on the backside. It's not gonna sandwich me in. I don't need anything super high compressive. These are perfect chore leggings. Look, I have errands to run for the day. I will throw these on because this is something I would wear all day, and I'm glad because this feels like an all day comfort kind of legging. Now it is very slippery, silky smooth. This is the type of fabric where if you have pets, this is like you can just pat it right off. The hair will come right off. The reason I say that is it feels a lot like Halara's padded off leggings, that kind of material. 70% nylon, 30% elastane. This material is a blend we're definitely familiar with on this channel. These might really be some solid spring and or summer evening type of leggings. I feel like this material is gonna be great at not pilling. I get a lot of comments, gals are like, I need leggings that aren't super brush soft so they don't pill every other second. The band is nice and big, not a whole lot of compression here because I did size up. Tushy looks okay. Like I said, I'm not looking for glutes on display kind of legging. I'm looking for functional. I'm looking for comfort. I'm looking for a leisure legging. Moderate amount of stretch, nothing crazy. Something that can actually hold me in decently. This could be because I sized up, but right around the kneecaps and the ankles, there's a little bit of slack. I feel like right here it's a little bit loose. This does not bother me. I actually prefer it because sometimes I'll take my leggings off and there'll be indentations. This is very comfortable around the ankle, and with that being said, a great length. I grabbed the regular length. You can also grab a tall length for my tall gals. Their tall is perfect for gals who are 5'8" and up. But if you're 5'3", go for the regular, or 5'3" or under. Definitely pick up that regular length. And you probably already know this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. You know how rare it is to find a legging like this without a front seam from brands similar to this, like Aloe Yoga, like Lululemon. These are all very similar brands in that respect, but they do not F with the front seam. I am opening my mind this year. I'm not afraid to try leggings with front seams. I actually just reviewed a legging with a front seam and it didn't make or break it for me. Of course, I would have preferred it to not have it, but I still liked the legging and I'm glad that I tried it, but this is really pleasant to not even have to deal with a front seam. I feel like this brand kind of has their shit together in a way. Don't you feel that so far? Do not get it twisted. The tread test is what's gonna determine what it's gonna look like if, say, we were walking around Target for the whole day. You're pushing a baby carriage on a hot girl walk with your neighbor who's also one of your best friends. This feels like that legging. Now, because I sized up, there might be potential of slipping. This is gonna be the ultimate test of how they hold up when actually walking. Day-to-day tasks here. You're walking in Target, pushing a grocery cart. What's it looking like back there? I feel like if I stuck to my true size small, it would have fit a bit snugger, but perhaps it would have held me in a bit better. Could be better on the cellulite. Everything's fitting similarly all the way down the leg, but once it hits the ankle, there's zero grab around it. It feels like I'm wearing a capri because of that. Because I sized up, I'm feeling a lot more slack around the knees. As I'm walking and my joints are bending, you can see that wrinkle, you can see that extra material. So I do think I'm gonna stick to my true size next time. Other than that, I'm not feeling any shifting or slipping. Light cellulite in this legging, it's when I'm walking is when it's pretty pronounced. Ultimately, I think, especially after the tread test and actively moving in this legging, I really think I could have just stuck to my true size small. Right here too. This is where I'm feeling, you see that? There's a little lip right here. So let's go ahead and pretend that I did a hot girl walk. I was speed rounding that walk and I'm just dripping that sweat. What's that looking like? Okay. Not terrible, very breathable, which I feel like this material dries you up pretty quickly, so you're good to go. So I paired the leggings with their wrap bra. Oddly enough, I stuck to my true size small and I feel like there's a little bit of extra room, some slightly extra material over here. It is adjustable right here on the straps on the back. Very comfortable. You see that stretch? We love a strap that can stretch like this. Ouch. This is from their Ultimate collection, so it literally matches the legging. It's meant to go together. They do have a legging that matches with the wrap though. You have a crossover legging. It's called the Ultimate Wrap Over legging, but I wanted to stick with the traditional. I would give this a low to moderate support, nothing too crazy, but overall very comfortable. It actually goes lower on the back here. See that? It's a little more material right down the back. They did add a little double stitch right underneath, all the way around back. You can feel it, it's not too tight. I think I'm good with my size small. I really wouldn't want to size down and risk any of this being too tight, but just keep that in mind. I do feel like there's a little bit of extra room, which is odd since the legging was like the opposite. This wrap right here is not sewn together. Like if I were to pull this down, you would see my entire boob. So keep that in mind if you're going to the gym or working out. This is not a single solid one piece that's stitched together. So exercise caution when exercising. There's no bra pads in here either. No option to insert. This is double lined, each panel here. Big takeaway, I think the bra is really aesthetically beautiful. Not completely functional, seeing as these are not stitched together. If you're going for a low-key day, sure. Throwing a t-shirt on over, you know, doing some low-key things, but I wouldn't really do anything aggressive in this. I would just be mindful, just a little bit mindful. Like if you're trying to hold a baby in your hand and they pull on this, you're spilling out everywhere, girl. Just letting you know that.
I could already tell she's not gonna like it. It's too wrinkly. I could tell. Watch.
It's too tight. It's ironic, because the bra, I was like, you know what, size small, cool, a little extra room. This top, no, I need to size up. However, this is the type of material where if it bunches, it's gonna look wrinkly. You gotta get over that. This is that material. It's not a huge deal, because I actually did plan to wear this with a trench coat. This material, subject to wrinkle 100%. Really tight in certain areas, baggy in others, like right here. You see that right around my wrist? A little too much material. So with that being said, not 100% sold on this top. It's gonna be a no for me. Okay, so then I grabbed this sweat set. This one's cute as hell. This is actually a brand new release. The Ada logo, no, it's Ada, not Ada, Gaita. This Ada logo is really small in the corner, and then they added in right on the back. So this is the Ada Performance. Big that is. This is their light gray marl. Grabbed some matching sweats as well. Wait until you guys see these sweats. One of my favorite pieces out of everything here. And in case you're wondering, did I purposely match this set? Yes, I did. To the sweats, you already know, girl. I told you I'm all about being coordinated this year. Weren't you listening? It is a sports club in the 80s. I'm all about it right now. Yes, please. Ooh, this is gonna be so good. It just is. You can go ahead and give me all the baggy oversized fits. This is where it's at for me. Nice and flowy, nice and baggy where you need it. So retro, so stylish. I love this. It's simple, yet it's like, you know what? I don't need to try too hard. This is like something you found in the back of your mama's closet, but she never actually wore it, so it's in really good shape considering it's from the 80s. I 100% love this crew sweater. I love it for the fit. I'm very picky when it comes to my fits. So what I love about this is the interior liner. It's not quite plush or terry cotton. It's similar to what the new Gymshark Rest Day feels like, where it's a little bit of terry cotton and a little bit of plush. It feels baby powdery, so it's soft and it's comfortable, but it's not ultra thick plush, like heavy. It's not totally dense where it's weighing you down. There's still a lightweight feel to it, but the quality's there. You know, this is some durable stuff. This is what it looks like as a full fit. Can you see it, or are the dumbbells just... Oh, thanks. Bae turned on the light. This will cover your booty, but the second you go to reach for your can of soup, let's be popping out. This is my true size small. It does have a naturally oversized fit, which I love. If you don't love this oversize of a fit, you could size down. Let me put this on. Thought you were gonna give me a kiss on the head. That would've been cute. This sizing feels a lot like the OG Gymshark Rest Day sets, which are my favorite from Gymshark. If you guys remember my recent Gymshark Rest Day video, I talked about the changes they made. They made everything a little tighter, a little smaller altogether, more of just a boxy fit and not oversized like I like it. This is definitely oversized. My tall gals though, I'm just letting you know, I think this might be an issue for you if you're super tall, because this will ride up. This actually looks super cute with the bra and just the joggers too. Now you do have internal draw cords. I think you will have to use them if you plan to squat without the sweater up top. Like if you're just wearing a bra or something. My undies are hanging on out. Look at how low. Okay, so we got it up high-waisted, tied nice and tight. Perfect. Cool. So you definitely need to utilize that draw cord. Now it's 100% organic cotton. This is not stretchy. But because it's oversized, that's what makes all of this okay. I can move, I can kick, squat, and I'm good. If I were to size down, even though it's oversized, I'm gonna lose a lot of that mobility. This is my first impression, my first ever experience with the brand Adanola. I do see the potential in this brand. I see why they're probably so popular for those lifestyle girlies in the UK. The leggings themselves are running in at 40 pounds, which converted to USD, I believe that's what, like 60? 50. Really good. A lot less money than Alo Yoga. You will see some of their pieces are definitely comparable to Alo Yoga's prices, but then you have some like their leggings. I'm sorry, but Alo Yoga's leggings, you're looking at least 70, some go up into the hundreds, and they all have front seams. So I feel like Adanola might just take the place of some of my Alo Yoga. I love my Alo Yoga, don't get it twisted. I'm a big fan of their tops and things like that. But if I can get something that suits me a little bit better, but similar vibes, I'm for that. For almost half the price, like that's even better. My only little gripe, my little critique, if you will, is the sizing. It's a little wonky. So some pieces are really snug, others feel a little bit big in some places. I feel like once you find your size with this brand, there's a lot of potential. If you're somebody who's tried this brand, comment down below what are your favorite pieces. This way I know what to try next. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, and I will catch you in my next video.
Just like they average to some extent. So if you're taking the temperature to be a relationship with the kinetic energy, but you're averaging over this huge system of particles, that means you don't really know each particle. You're just saying the most probabilistic velocity, which is really interesting. When we study an ideal gas, for example, and we say, what is the temperature? We don't really know what the individual molecules are doing. So I find this to be really interesting concept of thermodynamics, where they say, well, we can't know the individual temperature of an atom. We use the idea of a number density of atoms to say, well, this is the temperature, because this is the most probabilistic distribution of velocities. And from that, they get a pressure. And from that, thermodynamics can't know what each atom is doing. And you also have to remember, at this time period, there is debate about whether atoms even existed or not. The existence of the atom was proven by Einstein, which is 1905's Brownian motion paper. And before that, there was a big debate in the community. So you have people like they're saying,
Literally saying you want to wipe your ass with the Bill of Rights and the Constitution just so that dumbass can stay in power. I hope he burns. I hope all y'all burn in hell. I hope all you MAGAs burn in hell. I hope you all burn in hell, because there's no way in hell God loves any of y'all. There's no way in hell God loves any of y'all.
and then there's people like not for we can't see them. If we can't see them, they use it as a tool to calculate things. So we shouldn't go around saying these atoms are real. And you know, what a time to be alive. What a time to be in physics. And it's so interesting that this discussion comes from thermodynamics, which to me
I
seems like the
hate
most
America. God makes me hate America. He makes me hate America.
you know what I mean? Like, you can build an engine, and you can watch it do work, and you can measure that work, and you can look at all the energies moving around, and that's thermodynamics. But they're using this as a tool to study the most basic building blocks of matter. And it's so interesting. And think of the two big names of thermodynamics. Maxwell for the study of heat, and then he goes on to tell you all of electromagnetic radiation. And you have Planck, who does the study of heat. Planck is actually really funny. He's like, the only definition of heat is moving your hands together. Heat produces friction. Everything else is energy. And it's such a weird distinction to make, and I love that for him. But Planck studies thermodynamics, and then he goes on and he does the quantum, all the quantum stuff, the quantum, you know, the building blocks of all of physics are people talking about pressure and temperature. It's really cool. Speaking of E&M, though, a second way to measure temperature with electricity. Butane 23, this green gas UVic, observes the relationship between electricity and magnetism and heat. I don't have enough to show you. You usually have two leads, and they're made of two different metals, and you have an open circuit, and you stick both of these into the thing you want to measure, and that's causing an EMF voltage to go across the circuit, and you can measure what that voltage is, and that will what the temperature of that thing is. So now you have something like this usually, and they will have software in there to calculate what the temperature is, so the user doesn't really know the unit voltage reading the temperature. also in 2021 when temperature devices, and it's just this discovery dependent on temperature. So if you stick everything in the thing you want to measure, and then you put it and you calculate the reference, you have this software to whatever the metal is, tell you what the temperature is. This type of thermometer is an RTD device. These were not in great use until they were able to be manufactured in the 1900s or so. But what I find interesting is that unlike the bulb thermometer, which is like a measure of collision, this, if someone in a lab took the nickel or whatever metal and just got a bunch of data on how the resistance of this metal changes with temperature, that was pretty simple to fit, which is now a little software program here, and you measure your resistance, not your temperature, you measure your resistance, and then the software puts that on the temperature. But you're not actually measuring temperature, you're measuring a voltage.
You get it, Barry? You get the sport of you and Iris.
Thermometer, it works the same way as the book. The thing we did RTD, there's also the thermistor, which is our voice forward in 1933. So Michael Faraday found that silver sulfate when heated, he was a huge reduction in the resistance of that material. So which is the very first oxidation of a semiconductor, whose applications of course explode also in the 1900s. All three of these relationship between electricity and temperature is the most common one. They measure temperature, which again is interesting because you have to stick this into your thing you're measuring. You interact with this thing you're measuring to take temperature, and you're not even really measuring temperature. You're measuring a voltage. That's interesting. At least to me, I think it's there's the IQ up there. You see that one's much shorter. It's faster. This is also interesting to me. Like, those are obviously these devices are good for specific temperature ranges, so that it's really easy to change based on your application. And another thing about these, if you're doing like really serious lab work, is that they will degrade over time. They will become less accurate. So you also have to think about that if you ever are going to try an experiment. I did this video about thermodynamics a while ago, and in it I talked about entropy, and I gave this really annoying definition about how it's the energy that's lost in mechanical work. It's about the second law of thermodynamics.
Your mom was fucking a coach. Andre, your mom was fucking a coach. Now, Nick, stop being so dumb. Your mom gave you. Your mom did it. You basically Forrest Gumped it. Your mom Forrest Gumped it, dog. Your mom Forrest Gumped it, dog. Damn. Your mom Forrest Gumped the coach. Yeah.
So there are many different ways to talk about entropy, and all of them are correct and in agreement with each other, but it just takes you to teach yourself to understand them that way. So I'm going to talk about entropy as a number of states of a substance or a system, but I'm also going to talk about it as a measurement of disorder, because I think that visually is very easy to see. The second law of thermodynamics says entropy has to decrease in a closed system. So all of it is in the corner. And then you remove some partition, what's going to happen? Well, the gas is going to close eventually. So it's going to go from a state to a more disordered state, it will spread across the whole volume of the box. That is one way to describe entropy. So keep that in mind as I tell you both these Equivalent to the disorder thing, but I don't know if I'm a good enough science communicator to convince you of that. So, like, what kind of exercises do you do? Here is Boltzmann's favorite equation, which was never written down by Captain Spring. For some reason. N, which is entropy, then clash is equal to Boltzmann's constant, which you also never write down. You just like there was a constant. So N is 10 to the natural log where omega is just number of states, a number. And remember the thing I also said on an entropy is always in a closed system. Remember the closed system part back before. Two systems and the entropy is 1. Show us that entropy adds disorder. Like things are ordered, they will move to a state of disorder. But that example of entropy always increases also shows us how temperature moves. You have your graph.
Gymshark is dropping some new Adapt Pattern seamless sets. Pretty sure I'm reviewing this before they drop, which is extra.
Entropy is a measure of disorder, which is easy to see in this picture, but it's also a measure of the micro state of the system. So what does that mean? So I found this really nice diagram from hyperphysics where they're using dice to describe the idea of a macro state and a micro state. So you have two dice and you roll them. A macro state is the total number of hits that result from
Exciting, so you guys know what to look for. Boy, oh boy, are you seeing this real quick? Look at this.
and the maximum is 12. 6 hits on each side. Right? The most common state is that you're rolling set. And there are micro states that
Yeah. Now it is Valentine's Day, hence the pink.
you roll 1 and 6, or you roll 3 and 4, or you roll 2 and 5.
You guys caught my Instagram story? I was teasing it on my new
Possible state. And Boltzmann's principle says that all micro states are equally likely for a specific
Instagram account. Guys, if you have not already, please do your girl a solid. Follow me on my new Instagram account. It's
and because they are indistinguishable. Of course, we can see the dice. But in real life, we're imagining a gas where we just stick a thermometer and we measure a temperature. We don't know what each individual molecule is, or its velocity, or what it's doing. All we can observe is macro states. So again, if we look in our graph,
Ashley M. Gaita. So the same as Ashley Gaita, just popping that middle initial in there. That is where all the new stuff's gonna be seen first. To be honest with you, with my original account,
and then in a bigger state, in a gas, 10 to the 26 there is no way we could ever track all of those atoms. It's literally
I'm still gonna be running it and maintaining that account. The reason we wanted to start a new account is because we want to expand creative.
one of the many, that is the most so entropy is a measure.
We're still going to be talking activewear, of course. That's still going to remain consistent.
Entropy is also a measure of microstates. The most probabilistic measure is the one with the microstates. So entropy is equal to Boltzmann's constant as the number of states. The most disordered state.
But we want to do more, okay? We want to
So how does this do? Let's talk about temperature.
Showcase a little bit more, try new things, and not be afraid to be creative. The thing is when you have an Instagram account and you're in a really really dedicated niche, like super niche, it's hard to expand and gain a new audience because you're known for that one thing. So this is our way of being able to connect directly to you guys and try new things. Please do your girl a solid. Comment down below if you do so I can thank you. So this is the new Adapt.
And to do that, it will move energy around in the form of heat. Imagining for creamer is the coffee.
We all know we love that collection Adapt. They have new pattern seamless that's dropping. This is in the color Shelly Pink and
The entropy must increase, disorder must increase, the cream will mix into the coffee and reach some room temperature. The increasing entropy leads to a reduction of temperature of the coffee.
Fly Coral. Whoa. And it is pretty fly, I will give them that much. We are also looking at
the only way for that system of cream added to coffee to increase entropy is for those two things to mix and for heat to flow. It's intuitive. You don't have to know states of the particle of coffee to know that the most likely macro state is that these two things mix together.
Archive Brown and Burnt Yellow.
Looking at this equation by itself,
Oh, this is like your traditional animal print right here. Cheetah all the way. That's what I'm
seeing how temperature flows in the world and how entropy flows in the world. It becomes a much more intuitive definition. And this is the most rigorous definition of temperature.
seeing. Now what we really gotta look at here, ooh, I didn't want to
Whatever. Of course, you can use this, and you can use statistical mechanics to recover the ideal gas law, because that idea of the temperature of an ideal gas being related to kinetic energy is recoverable. That statement is still true for ideal gases.
try this on yet. I did not because I wanted to show you how small it was out of the package. This is the front, by the way. They have an all-in-one drop.
Change of the system is going to depend on so many variables, not just
Dropping. Grabbed it in the black print. Actually, I think this is the only color it's coming in, but what the heck? Now you can get this print in the full set as well, but for today, I just stuck with the pink and the brown, and I even grabbed a long sleeve that's dropping.
Just from the dice. So now, let's do some quantum temperature. Have you ever heard that a single atom cannot add temperature?
They're back with those keyhole designs. From far away, like in this camera, I'm seeing just total pink, right? But then you come up close. Well, damn, there's a purple print to it. Definitely a nice color combo. I think they nailed that. Pink and purple vibe. Definitely less noticeable in contrast to the brown one. But you know I had to grab the brown because that's ultimate cheetah vibes. That's like, and I don't care what anybody has to say. I personally don't think cheetah print will ever go out of style. That was my profile pick for the absolute longest time. Let's talk about this bra real quick. Very similar to the Fleck bra that was layered, minus the layer. Am I right? We have stretchy straps, adjustable. Ooh, that neon. Ooh, it's so sexy. So I do think this bra is perfectly true to size. In between, maybe size up. You don't want any potential digging here. Sometimes you just need a classic get her done sports bra. No fancy layers, no fancy straps, just basic, really. Now, I know what we're all thinking here. They have a scrunch on this, bish. And it's definitely different from any other Gymshark scrunch they've come out with. You will see in just a second, look at this. It's not the patch scrunch, but it's actually long. It's like they copied and pasted that back scrunch 3 times. It's not an obnoxious look to it though. It's longer, therefore it looks a little more discreet. Here's what we need to know about this scrunch. It's not stretchy. there's no stretch. And we will get into it. We need to talk about this sizing and this fit right now. I got really excited for these pieces because they're very different. You know the Adapt family is my favorite. I love Gymshark's seamless leggings. Their fits are on fire. But we have a little dilemma. These two colors fit super differently. I have my true size small in everything here. First things first, when I grabbed this color out of the pack, I went, wait a minute. This feels similar to something I already know. It is a part of the Adapt family. They never really mix up their materials that much. With that being said, if you guys know how the Adapt Flex fits, if you're familiar with that, this is pretty much how it's going to fit. It's like identical material. Same texture, same exact feel, everything. If you guys watch my Gymshark reviews, and I know a lot of you have commented this as well, the Gymshark Adapt Flex runs small in the leggings specifically. In these pink leggings here, I wish I sized up so badly. There's not a lot of glute space, and therefore it feels really snug. I actually just asked Gymshark, please send out a medium. Because I want to love these like a 10 out of 10, but I can't because this is just simply too tight on my glutes. So I have a feeling if I size up to a medium, it'd be a bit better. And the only reason I didn't wait on filming this until the new leggings arrived is because I didn't want you guys to wait. I'm not really sure when these are dropping. I didn't want you guys to act on impulse and grab them without knowing what to expect. So you can definitely expect an update on Instagram stories, some shorts here and there, but can we just take a second to actually look at how much better this looks on the booty than a lot of their other scrunches? I mean, really, you don't have any wrinkling around here that I know is subject to, say, their power. I do feel like this similar scrunch right here is what we have been begging Gymshark to put on a legging. This is that quintessential scrunch. Every brand started smacking on their leggings. I think Gymshark finally came to terms with the fact that, look, we're gonna head in this direction. I'm happy to see this evolution. I hope that's the end of the patch scrunch. Let's hope, fingers crossed. We thought they were done. When they came out with that one version that just had a raised seam contour, I'm like, well, I guess that is better than the patch, let's face it. But then they went back to it. This is definitely the best version of scrunch I've ever seen on these seamless pieces. I specifically say on their seamless pieces because let's not forget how awesome the Whitney scrunch is. We all love that, right? We also, well, me personally, I like that subtle scrunch the Legacy leggings have. I'm saying seamless because this is where I feel like their scrunch needed help. Now, this is the first time I'm really like, okay, we are going somewhere here, ladies. I think this is the perfect little summer set, but if you're in a cold air-conditioned gym, because let's not forget, this material is still thicky, which means you're gonna sweat out in that sun. I mean, right now it doesn't really matter. I'm now in spring mode, hence the new earrings Bae just got me for Valentine's Day. Thanks, Bae. You're the best. I'm like now transitioning into spring. All my spring decor is coming out. I don't care, winter, you're at your tail end, go f off now. I'm spring mode, whether the weather wants to be good or not. Right now we just got a snowstorm out there. Show you guys what we're looking at. We just got like over a foot of snow. This is what our window outside of our studio looks like. It's piled up there. We got the snowblower guy out there doing his thing. Thank you so much, I appreciate you. Anyways, I'm gonna test for jiggle. I wanna see if there's cellulite, if you can see anything. I also wanna see how this scrunch sits and fits while I'm actively moving and walking here. Like, can you tell that that's a scrunch? It's not shiny like Alphalete. Their scrunch seems to have a little shimmer to it, so in daylight, it's noticeable. You can really see it. Here, I feel like you're good. This is more matte, this is more just a basic stitched scrunch. But I do have to say, I feel this scrunch. I do. I'm wearing a thong, but I do feel it. Also, this is too tight on me, so that's a big reason why as well. There's no slipping, no sliding. Still feel like there's a nice moderate support right around the waist, even though this legging is too small on me in certain areas. I don't feel like it's too snug on the waist, which is great. Finally, a scrunch that does what it's intended to do. Because it's lengthier, it actually divides the entire cheek as it should. It's not just a patch that right in the center sort of brings in the material, doesn't do a whole lot for glute separation. This does. I'm gonna squat it out. This is where you're actually gonna be able to see that this is just far too tight on the glutes. Like right now, bending over, like this is a stiff scrunch, and I feel it. It's a stiffy. Don't laugh. Is this gaping? So now, if I were to size up, I have a feeling this gape would be worse. Okay, I had a feeling with that. A little bit of gape. The reason I had a feeling about that is because even though the rest of this legging is super tight, the band's really not. The band's not overly compressive. So if I'm gonna size up, which I definitely will, it's just the band might be a little flappy. It's the only issue with the sizing here. You see that snugness? My glutes are suffocating right now. Okay, I need some air on those glutes. Whoa. I felt all that pull during those sumo squats to the point where I had to actually pull it back up. I have a feeling though, if I sized up, my glutes would look better. I feel like they look pretty good, but I feel a little pancakey right here. I feel like if you just allowed the glutes to be free, a little freer, really just pop on out at you. Okay. Oh yeah, I can feel right at the underglute, that pull a little bit. I feel like if Gymshark just added in more material on the glutes, it'd be okay, because you still want to have this be more of a moderate tire support legging. So let's see, maybe one day they'll add a little more material on the backside. Classic Adapt long sleeve. Definitely not my favorites. You know it's thick, usually restrictive, and I sweat instantly. Guess what, I'm already sweating right now, and I haven't even put this on. Oh my God, help me now. Wow, what do we have here? Wait a minute. Wait just a minute. They went ombre with this top, did they not? If this set wasn't spunky enough, they just threw you for a loop here. They made an ombre style top here. Look at that gradient with that pattern. You see that? So it's a solid hot pink up top, slowly fading down to the pattern. Even the arms are straight pink, but not completely though. Look really close. You can see, yep, you can see that marl breakup. So they added in little speckles of that purple. I actually really love the keyhole design. I'm sorry. It's so much better than just a straight blocky piece of material here. Added in some sexiness, and it goes great with this sports bra. Cleavage looks pretty good. Do we see the slant? It's slanted just a little bit. Still feels like every other Adapt long sleeve I've ever had. Nothing really changed here. You still have that little bit of restriction right around the arms. I do feel like I would stick to my true size small. That's just how this piece has always fit for me. It's always just been a very bulky long sleeve on me. I've always felt like there's a lot of weight to it. Just a lot of restrictions with this particular piece. I've always been a long sleeve in the Vital, something a little more lightweight to work out in. But I know a lot of you gals love this, so that's why I wanted to make sure I picked it up to review it for you. Let's see what we got going on here. We have some ruching going on the side here, helping it just cinch up ever so slightly, creating more of an angular fit. So you have an angle going this way, angle going this way. This is angular as hell. They definitely made this interesting. There's no doubt about that. There's no thumb holes though. That's the one thing I always thought was missing on this piece. Add in a couple thumb holes, make it feel a little more performance-based, because as of right now, just having it on the wrist, it bunches. It bunches a little bit. But I'm definitely not interested in sizing down in the least, because it's already like a boa constrictor on me. So in between, maybe size up, but size small, true size is fine. I like what they're starting to do to the Adapt range. I like that they're doing this. Let the experimentation begin. Sexy feline coming at you. So wow, this feels completely different, completely. The pink ones were hard to put on. These were not. It feels stretchier. And it feels like silkier, smoother in a way. Okay, tie these fucking shoes. The scrunch does not feel as invasive as the pink one. I'm telling you, all around this legging, there's just more stretch everywhere. I'm feeling so much better. And this is my true size small, so nothing different, just the different color. Wow. What the heck, dude? I'm not gonna lie, I'm so relieved that at least one of these leggings is working. But I have to say, why does this feel so different? I'm even feeling like it's more breathable than the other fabric. That's crazy. Nylon, polyester, and elastane. Just double check. Same shit. Same shit. Wait, let me just double check the other leggings for. Oh! Time to get back down a minute. It's exactly the same. You got me, Gymshark. I am officially puzzled. Same material, different animal, literally. Look at this. My glutes have so much more space right here. You seeing that? Wowza. Now I feel like my glutes can breathe. So yeah, when it comes to this color, I will stick to my true size small. When it comes to the pink, I would have to size up. What do you guys think of this like yellow border? I think it really adds something different to the mix. They could have easily went monochromatic, right? Super tonal. They could have taken this light mustardy color, thrown it up top, but they added in a bolder shade. They added in more of a golden yellow that's in your face, and I love this. They did great on that. Hell yeah. Another reason I love the Adapt collection and why it's one of their most popular ranges is the fact that it's notoriously squat proof. So on top of cellulite concealment, it's really good at being squat proof. We're still gonna try these with black undies, don't get it twisted. Wow, yeah, there's this, I'm so mobile in this legging. There's no restriction, but don't get it twisted, I still do feel the scrunch. Like I still feel it, even though I do feel it, it's not like it was in the pink, where I literally felt like it was tugging down my entire legging. Let's squat it out and see if we could see some undies like we did in the pink. Same legging, two different colors. I wanna be real with you guys. Past few days, I've been so stupidly bloated. I especially feel it right now in this legging because there's no lower tummy control here. It's usually how it is with this range, nothing new. Some serious stretch right here. Band ends right here. So this legging obviously feels different than the pink. Only thing that feels similar is the compression at the waistband. If I had to choose one pattern over the other, it's gonna be the brown. It's a little more true to size. Okay, so they're both pretty cellulite friendly, but I definitely feel like this brown is more cellulite friendly. Darker shade. What do you guys think? I feel like if that's something you are concerned about, grab this darker shade, why not? Now, being that these are a little bit looser, we're gonna test to see if it slides. I wanna see if the scrunch still stays in place given the new glute space. Yeah. This one's so much better. Do we dare try on the all-in-one? Because that one has a scrunch too. Look at this. Look at this unitard. This is gonna be really interesting. Now when picking this select, keep in mind there's no pictures. It's just the graphic of this. It's not an actual model wearing anything. So I actually don't know how you're supposed to wear this. So let's find out together. So what's actually funny is the fact that I thought there could be a chance that this would go over your boobs. Silly me. I'm gonna go ahead and say, now that I have tried it on and this overall fit, I think this is a power lifting onesie. Power lifter, like this. I threw on a black minimal bra. I figured something really lightweight, small. The big wide open back is what gave me the idea. I'm like, you know what? Throw in a minimal. It's still covering my belly button. These straps, I feel like I'm wearing suspenders. That's what it feels like. I'm not used to wearing this style, although I've seen women wear this style. But yeah, they're usually powerlifting. Like legitimately powerlifting. At a competition with judges, sponsorship, banners all behind you. I mean, do I look like a powerlifter? I do feel like this scrunch is still doing its thing. It still feels the same. I'm really not feeling the stiffness because now it's shorts. Now this material is not tugging so much. This is a lot more comfortable in the scrunch department. I have no restrictions anywhere on this set. It feels great. Moving around. I don't feel like these are gonna flop off my shoulder. I think you know what I'm about to do. Don't.
Oh my god, that's gonna cut off the circulation to your brain, girl.
Oh, well, this just looks like shit. Forget it. I actually genuinely like how this looks. Just flop down. Is that weird or what? So if you're somebody who could really utilize a piece like this, then I think this is a solid piece. Very true to size. If you're in between, probably say size up. I don't want too much restriction around here. This doesn't feel uncomfortable around the thighs one bit. But if you're a little iffy with thigh cinch, you could get away with sizing up. The only reason I'm sticking to my true size, I wouldn't want this to be loose and then potentially fall down the shoulders. So definitely stick to your true size overall. Big takeaway is I am loving seeing this evolution Gymshark's going in when it comes to the scrunch bum, specifically on their seamless. Again, we know many different non-seamless Gymshark leggings that have an amazing scrunch. But it's nice to see the seamless range getting some attention where it deserves, especially their biggest seamless range, which is the Adapt family. I was really nervous when I first put on the pink, but it's all good. I do think that once I get my mediums in, it's gonna be a lot better. Again, stay posted on my Ashley M. Gaita Instagram account. I will have an update there for you. Loving the direction Gymshark's going in, and I would love to see some more of it. Start putting this style of scrunch on other leggings. I wanna see it on the camo now, the Vital even. I would also like to see this scrunch, but a little stretchier if that's able to happen, just for overall comfort's sake. Not saying these were very uncomfortable, they're not, but you feel it. You feel the stiff scrunch. It would be a nice little upgrade. I have a theory though. I feel like this particular material, given that it's so thick and durable, it's tough to put on a stretchy scrunch without sacrificing the quality of it. I firmly believe that. I do believe that's why they have to go with a overall thicker and more constrictive scrunch, just so that the integrity of the scrunch stays there. You don't want it ripping on you. All right, guys, so that concludes our Gymshark Adapt pattern review. What on earth are our thoughts here? Please comment down below. Thank you guys so much. I love you, and I will catch you in my next video.
Yep. Yeah. Instead of calling the Dark Avengers, they'll call the New Avengers. So technically, this is an Avenger film. So technically, they're labeled themselves the New Avengers. So it's like, yeah, that was an Avenger. It kind of does the New Avengers. We are the Thunderbolts. No, we are the New Avengers. I like the New Avengers. Yeah, spoilers. Yeah, it's a game changer. So yeah, so the Kevin Feige's back. So it's like, yeah, we set it up for that shit. It was just, yeah, we got two Avengers teams. It's like, but you could, I'm okay with it, but it's like, why did you just call them the Dark Avengers? I know why, but it's like, it would have made sense instead of calling them the New Avengers, call them the Dark Avengers. I'll be okay with that. I'm okay with it, but it's like, I kind of wish you could just call them the Dark Avengers. But they're not the Dark Avengers, they're the New Avengers. We are the new Avengers. Okay, we got the new Avengers. What? I'm okay with. She is such a hoe. No, serious, Snooki. You're such a dumb hoe. You're such a dumb hoe. Cause by you saying you're okay with this, it's like you okay being a bitch. Cause that's what you are, a bitch. You're a fucking bitch. Cause I can't respect your little dumbass helper. Oh, I'm okay with you persecuting a bunch of people for being different than me because I'm a bitch. Cause that's what you people are, a bunch of dumb bitches, you fucking whore. Oh, but it's okay. Yay, ugly ass bitch. Fuck you. Oh. Shake your beef off. Say it. Because he's an asshole who ruined everything, including art. Donald Trump ruined art. The far right ruined art. Art is dead. Everything is dead in America. Everything. America is garbage. That's another.
What do we have here?
Double the trouble, double the fun. Hope you guys are ready. Because 2 is better than 1. Well, what do we have here?
Is that a freestyle?
Yeah.
You didn't think of that in like the shower or something?
No, I didn't. Just now I did.
She's a wordsmith.
We merged our microphones, so now you guys will be able to hear Beis' corny, funny, weird comments throughout the entire video. He's gonna be now like full-fledged. You will hear every word he says, so watch your mouth.
There's gonna be a lot of edits. I'm gonna have to cut a lot of stuff, guys. Honor Active, what'd it do?
Okay, so there's some serious hype behind this new Honor Active drop. Have we heard of the Unify collection? This is a new, never before seen before. So far in 2024, we've talked about Honor Active quite a few times. You guys seem to be very interested in seeing more. So today I am here to share with you the brand new Honor Active Unify collection. It dropped just last week. Brand new collection, never before seen. But now this is like a brand spanking new collection, so I'm just as interested as you guys are of what we can expect with this Unify collection. What on earth are we looking at? Huh? Your guess is as good as mine. Shall we just get into it?
Let's rock and roll.
Okay, so I stuck with 2 colors, blackberry purple and velvet pink. I said on the Facebook community that the blackberry purple was my favorite, and this is why. Look how pretty. Oh, has a bit of a slick feel to it, does it not? Yeah. Let's see what we're looking at. Keyhole design on the front, twist bra, adjustable straps. I'm excited for that. I mixed it up. I have a boxy crop. I love a boxy crop. It really just snatches my waist. My waist needs some help in the snatch department, so boxy crops are my best friend.
I beg to differ.
Oh, stop. Oh, I did get a short. I forgot I even did that. But I did it for the review because I don't naturally wear shorts often. 9 out of 10 are usually too tight around my thighs, so we'll see about this one. I grabbed 2 sizes in the leggings, in a size small and medium, because I heard that this collection in the leggings run a little small, especially in the waistband. You know, if you watch this channel, I don't dig that. Something I noticed from the pictures online is that I personally got Whitney vibes. Like the Whitney legging, right?
Yep.
This is what gave it away to me. Like the double seam on the back here. These double seams, I was like, whoa, that reminds me a lot of the Whitney design, but it does not feel like the Whitney. No, it does not. Ooh, that's slippery.
No scrunch either, right?
And there's no scrunch like the Whitney either. It's hot as hell in here. I live for my Camo Fitness bras, by the way. So I'm gonna try on my smalls first. Let's go.
So Ash is trying on the small right now. Let's see how it's going.
Okay, so I decided that a small's not gonna work. I've come to that conclusion fairly quick. Let me just really give it my all right now. Oh my god. This is gonna be the workout for the day. I was gonna work out before. Shimmy. It's like...
Yo, mad respect to you guys wearing leggings and stuff, because for guys, we just put on shorts that we haven't washed in 2 weeks and then call it a day.
I mean, we give birth and stuff, so like, we do a lot. We do a lot, ladies, am I right? I managed to get them up. Somehow, some way, all right? God was on my side right there. That took a lot, but I did it, and it's doable. But now I see why they say size up. It's a bit restricting. It's a little too small for me. I feel not just compression, but even a little bit of restriction. It's not very fluid when I move right around my joints, my knees right now. I mean, well, first of all, how does the booty look?
Let's get the booty angle, ladies. Here we go. Boom. Angle it up. I mean, not terrible.
It's doing its thing?
Yeah.
This is reminding me a lot of their new Timeless, actually. That same type of material. I feel like this is going to be a higher compression version. This is going to be great to test on the treadmill because this has potential of slipping. I do believe because of its higher compression, it won't. Could be wrong. That's why we test things out. I'm gonna go ahead and put on my sneakers. We're gonna walk it out and see if it loosens up a bit. Then we'll get into the mediums and see what's going on there. All right, ready?
Rock and roll, mama.
Thanks, bae. Appreciate you. This is not why we mic'd up. Keep it up, boy. You're gonna lose your microphone privileges. Okay.
What are we testing for, G?
I want to test to see if we have any jiggle, any cellulite. I know in the Timeless it's not very cellulite friendly.
We're also going to test to see if the glutes maintain their shape, or if that seam that hugs real tight, if it shifts or moves or shimmies down.
Listen to you.
Hey, I've been doing this a long time. Y'all just don't see me.
Why don't you just vocal everything and then I could just do nothing? Oh, wow. Okay, so either this is just way too tight or I'm feeling a lot of compression in these, like beyond.
Where the hips,
I'm
knees?
feeling it right around the legs, everywhere actually. I'm even feeling it on the glutes. I'm just feeling very held in with these leggings.
I think the angled V seam on the back is a good look.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Double
that's
seam.
good.
The more V seams, the better in my opinion, which is why I really love Buff Bunny's Legacy. Their legging has 3 seams going up, and I think it's so cute. Such a cute accent on the glutes. Really helps to just perk up the booty overall, give a higher arch to the upper glute.
The upper glutes need love too. You can't be cutting them off with seams and stuff.
I don't know. So, what are we looking like with cellulite?
Not the greatest, but...
No?
So we're testing it now as you walk. It's not the greatest. I
Okay.
mean,
It's definitely compressive, so it's feeling like I'm being held in nicely. I really feel like this would be great for our walks. You know when you're wearing a very low support legging, you go to walk a few miles around a track or something? I don't know about you, but the constant walking and jiggling ends up making my legs super itchy.
yeah, especially in the winter time.
It's a circulation thing. When you're held in by leggings, it really helps in that department. So I'm actually really on the hunt for comfortable leggings such as these, because these are pretty comfortable, that are gonna hold me in, give me a little more support.
Waistband held up pretty well too.
Yeah.
No slip and sliding, but it's also because it's
Right.
compressive.
I do still believe that a medium's gonna be better. All right, guys, so we just got a new inner outer thigh machine. Very excited for this. This is from Titan Fitness, and it is awesome. And it's basically 10 times better than all the other equipment we got that was like 3 times the price, just saying.
On Amazon, no less.
Yeah, it was on Amazon. It was here within like 4 days.
Not even. It was 2-day delivery. Whereas everything else right here, 6-week delivery time, and then about another 4 or 5 weeks of maintenance time.
Bad. It was
This done and over with in 48 hours.
I just did this yesterday, so I'm really sore. I feel like I always say that in all my videos. Did you add more weight?
No, you're just sore.
Well, this is embarrassing. Oh my God, thank you so much.
Still heavy?
It's still heavy. It's stretching really nicely. I do feel a lot of extra compression right here though. This is what I want to test. When you sit on machines, is this true size gonna be just
Oh yeah.
like, what the heck? You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't want to exercise at the gym with this much compression around my waist. This is just too much. I can't wait to put on those mediums though. Why on earth do their bottoms run too small? That's what I'd like to know. They really ought to start working on the sizing game. Decent amount of control right around here. Like, so it's not super low tummy control, but I would feel it right around here. So there's a good amount that will support your lower tummy here. I feel it. I definitely feel it. Wait a minute, just a second. A little bit of pilling right here. I don't even know what I did to deserve that. And this is fresh out the bag, so definitely be careful with these. It's so buttery soft and it's silky smooth, which is a great feeling on your body. But to be actively working out in the gym, it is subject to pilling. Let me do a fixed barbell, just because.
Oh man, you're up in the ante over here. Hair up, barbell up.
Okay, I'm not feeling any slipping when squatting. I didn't think so. This waistband's pretty compressive. It's strong, all right. With this material, you definitely need that because this would slide real fast. Hence why they probably put so many damn seams. They're probably like, look, we cannot have this legging sliding up and down, people. No band gape, nothing, no dip, absolutely nothing. Everything's staying perfectly intact.
But it looks like it shears out a little bit. I mean, you're
Does
wearing
it?
a nude seamless right now.
Yeah,
But when we throw on the black briefs, I have
Yeah.
a feeling you're gonna see them.
we'll be able to tell then. Oh, shnikes. You want as much support as possible. You can possibly stick with your true size. Be mindful, it's going to take effort to put it on. I have a feeling this is gonna stretch out over time, but look at this. Okay? I personally would not. I would personally size up.
And is there a top seam on there that's gonna prevent it from?
No, there's no top seam at the tippity top, nothing. Just this double seam right here that goes around into the V seam. They really know how to nail it in the glute department, I have to give them that, without adding any scrunches. They're good back here. As far as the sports bra goes, I think it's pretty true to size. But if you're in between, size up. The band here. This little bitty band, you see this little bitch? This little band is subject to just digging on in here. I feel it, it's snug. So I'm on the border of sizing up, and I think I could size up. Because right here, you see that? Little bulging here. Sizing up might be my best bet next time.
And it's adjustable too.
It is. Tis adjustable. Oh, that is so cute on the back. Does this come off? Oh, hell yeah. It does, doesn't it? Tell me I can make this into a halter. Look at this. Still feels the same here, just less pressure on the back. This is super cute as a halter. I'm all about it. What do you guys think? This keyhole design, you know, I'm actually glad they did this type of design. You know I love my twist bras. Gymshark's Elevate Twist Bra is one of my favorite from Gymshark. This is very, very similar, super similar. Only difference is they added in a band and a keyhole right here. This band is what's going to help keep this completely intact. Look at this.
Whoa.
You will jiggle though.
Whoa.
I'm gonna give this a low to moderate support. I'd probably give it a moderate support.
You go, girl. Don't forget to breathe. In and out. That's what makes you winded and lightheaded.
Thank you. This is why I don't do cardio, because I'm in pain, and then Bae literally has to remind me, please breathe. Whatever you do, girl, you're gonna pass out. I wanted just to mention, in case you're interested in this sports bra, that both this removable strap and this halter strap, they're both adjustable. Just want to throw that out there. Listen to that stretch. Ready?
It sounds like frogs on a nice midsummer night. Ribbit, 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 ribbit. Add in some cricking, what do they call crickets?
How does your brain work?
I don't know, man.
I would
I'm
love
wild.
to just get inside your brain one day, but I feel like I do a good job of doing
It's like a fever dream in there.
Okay. Let's see what we're looking at.
No slipping. No side boob.
No side boob. I'm gonna lay on a yoga mat and pretend to do my abs. This is the best way to see if I have a side boob.
Hit it.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow.
Oh, my back.
Forgot to hold it.
Get some abs in and see if there's some side boob happening. Not a whole lot. Tiny, tiny bit. I've definitely had worse.
Yeah, it's barely.
It's a barely there side boob.
And it's staying in place pretty well,
And it
too.
is. It's not slipping. It's not like slowly making its way out. This is a well-constructed sports bra for sure. I love twist front sports bras. I love keyhole design sports bras. And I love adjustable strap sports bras. This is like an all-in-one encompassing bra of all the styles that I love. Thank you so much.
A little sneaky deaky.
America,
But you know, 3, 2. Hook. Oh, squirt it. Oh, you almost had it.
You know,
We almost had it. You had to be extra.
what's wrong with
Yeah,
our
that
squirt?
pump has been bugging. Here, let me see. Ready? 3, 2.
What the hell?
It's like clogged. Yeah, it's not gonna work. All right, we need a new squirter. That's what
She said. All right. Okay, so. Oh man, I'm gonna totally dump this down. This is what it's gonna look like if you drip sweat. Well, I dumped it.
Pretend that you're drinking a water bottle at the gym and you
Totally.
spill some on you.
I think we're in business.
With the mediums, huh?
Yes, these mediums are so much better. I still had a little baby trouble getting them up, but not nearly what I just went through before with those other leggings. These are so much better. In a medium, absolutely.
Those look so much better.
So much better.
And there's a little bit more glute space, too.
Yeah, I can feel it. Like my glutes don't feel sandwiched in. Still feeling a nice, moderate support. I'm mostly feeling the support, like I said before, right here. So right down the legs. Waistband so much better this time around.
Yeah, just you doing that.
Yeah, you can see like
Yeah.
a little bit more stretch. Nice, very nice. Sizing up, I'm not struggling with any gaping. It's still hugging me nicely. This band is feeling like how the Whitney mesh legging band was. Do you remember when they came out with that, where it's like a double layered waistband? It was more compressive and it was very hit or miss for some. This is what that reminds me of.
So what we got here, G?
Okay, so we're looking at the pink color in a size medium, so sized up. Here I'm wearing black briefs underneath. I wanted to especially focus on this lighter color when it comes to sheerness. It's one of the lightest colors that launched. So I was very eager to see whether or not it would be sheer or not, which is why I grabbed it.
I mean, it's not like it's purely sheer, but it's not 100% opaque either.
It's not as bad as it could be in this color, definitely not. But just be mindful that you will see if you have tattoos or you wear dark undies, you're gonna see it. One critique a lot of you guys had with the new Timeless is that the material is very, very shiny. And what I have to say, a big difference with this Unify is that it's not. It's more on the matte side here. So it's not super shiny where it's like reflecting in your face. Timeless was crazy like that. It was like a mirror. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. It was like a reflection. Remember that? These are not. So I feel like even though the material is different, there's a lot of similarities. Overall, I would just say the Unify has more compression, so way more support. Honestly, I feel like it looks a little better on the glutes in my opinion. I feel like from here on out, I would gravitate more towards the Unify rather than the Timeless. The Effortless though, that's its own animal. That really is. That's a seamless legging.
And it has a scrunch as opposed to this one.
So if you're looking to really get more of a rough and tough workout in, definitely stick with the Effortless. How does this pink and purple look together though?
It's a nice combo.
It's cute, right? A little Valentine's Day, a little February action.
So here we got the mediums with the black briefs.
Yep. We're gonna try the darker color, see how it holds up in the sheerness department. Standing, you don't see anything. This is such a dark color, I don't think I'm gonna have an issue.
Hit it. Nice.
Nothing?
Not a single, hold very still. Nah, you can't even really see any shade. I mean, like, nah. You're good, you have to be creeping to see any sort of difference. Which is kind of ironic because before it did sheer out a little bit around your cheeks and it kind of like faded out, but that might have just been shine as opposed to sheerness. Yeah, like it got shiny. If you could look right here and right here, it shines out a little bit. I originally thought that was gonna be sheerness, but no.
Yeah, so it seems like when this is really stretched out, you might see a little shine to this material, but overall, like I said, the Timeless was just straight shine. This is overall pretty matte. Now that I sized up to a medium, let's just test it one more time on the treadmill to make sure nothing's going to slip around. I'm going to try running.
Oh.
That was a warning. Just so everyone's prepared when they see me wail out over here on the treadmill, like what the heck is going on? Now I'm not feeling as much support, obviously, because I sized up. It's not like it was when I wore my true size small, but I'm still feeling a nice amount of support. It's still there, just not as much. You knew this time would come.
The moment of truth. Remember, don't forget to breathe.
Okay, thanks. Oh my goodness. I am determined to get good at cardio by the time summer hits. I came to the conclusion I'm gonna start incorporating sprints at least 3 times a week. So follow along if you'd like to see how that goes. Could go either way.
There's a little jiggle, but nothing crazy. How do you feel?
I feel nice and secure.
Good.
I do not feel this waistband moving.
Nice.
This feels like it really could be a decent cardio legging. Really. Waistband staying intact.
Nice job.
Love it.
While we're at it, how's the bra feel?
Bra's decently supportive too.
Yeah?
Yeah, look at this. Now I am moving around, of course.
No runaway booby?
No runaway booby. I just feel, it's definitely not a low support bra. I'd give a moderate support bra.
Not half bad considering there's no straps right now. It's a halter.
It'd probably be more of a low support bra if you have a very large breasts. But for me, and my girlies, it's moderately supported, and it's all thanks to this band right here.
So final thoughts. You think it's safe to say true size in your sports bras and then maybe size up in the leggings? If in between at least?
If in between either one, you gotta size up. I think when it comes to leggings, size up. I would.
Out of the gate, even if?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would confidently size up in this again. And if I was buying another round of these, I would not buy my true size again. I would stick to a medium. When it comes to the top, my small is definitely doable. I'm not feeling like it's too snug where I'm like, without a doubt, I have to size up. But with that being said, there's slight snugness here, slight. So if you're in between, size up. But, thank you so much for the pound.
You're welcome. That's what she said. Coffee time. Oh yeah, update. Darla's doing great, you guys. After we got back from our McDonald's run, I thought we lost her. And then, because we were on vacation at the time, and then it turns out that this whole time she was in my duffel bag that to this day I haven't cleaned out yet. And that was like, what, a month and a half ago?
Yeah. When you get sloppy, you lose things. That was you being sloppy. That's what you get. It's time for shorts and a crappie.
I see you. Do you guys want to see something awesome? I don't know if I actually shared this,
God,
but
what are you showing them?
we found this in a dumpster outside the studio, and it was so perfect, and I was so happy to see that it was in good shape. I love the vintage, the rustic, beat up look it's got. And then we went to Home Goods, and I found these two little dollies sitting next to each other, just like that. And there was only two of them, and it just spoke to me, you know what I mean? It just spoke to me. What you think? How we looking, G?
Oh yeah.
Are we clear?
Yeah. We got some
Nice.
shorts, lengthy shorts. These are a medium. I sized up in these shorts because I knew since they were tight fit. Typically, I size up in tight fit shorts as it is. They always serve me well. Okay, I thought this was like on backwards because it was very snug against my neck. But it's definitely not, right? No.
No, I got the logo there.
No, you good. We good, I mean. I didn't expect this crop top to come so low, to be honest with you, because these bottoms are so high-waisted, and this crop top is a bit on the longer side from what I'm used to. I'm used to like crops coming up to, like Young LA's crops come pretty high. On top of that, I have a very short torso, so now I'm left with no tummy to show.
But out of the gate, though, let's give him an arm test.
That's where I like my crop top to go. When I'm wearing a boxy crop, I really love them like up here. I do. More torso action, the better. But this is still a great crop top. This is mostly cotton. There's a little bit of stretch in here, as you can see. See that? Let me see if there's a high to low. No, not really seeing a high to low. Sometimes brands will do high, low in the back.
But you know what is low are those sleeves,
These
though.
sleeves come really low, like down to my elbows.
Little John low right there.
I don't know who that is, but yeah. I really love this Lucy boxy fit. I always have been a fan of this. And I have to give them credit for something. Can you guess what that is? This embroidered logo right here. Wowza.
It's the little things, folks.
It is, and honestly on a basic cotton crop top, like that says something, that's great. So I didn't touch base on the logo on the rest. This is their rubberized 3D grip logo. It's not embroidered, it's not like sewn in within the legging, like say they're effortless, but this is still a good quality logo. At least it's not a basic print.
What are we thinking? You want to test some roll up on these shorts
I
here?
do, I definitely do. I'm gonna do some BSS's.
What the f is that?
Bulgarian split squats.
Ooh.
I haven't done them in a minute.
That's a dirty word around here.
I know.
Oh, man. You didn't... That's on me. I should have seen it. But you should have put this back on. But it's on me. But you should have put it back on. But it's okay. I'm the one that hit it. But you should have put it back on.
We're gonna test some roll up on these shorts. I doubt it. Usually with shorts that are longer, on the longer side, it's not really gonna roll up.
On you. Only one way to find out.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, and go.
So far, so good. How does it feel cinch-wise, though, when you're all spread out like that?
I feel great. I feel good. I'm not
cinch?
feeling any cinching. In terms of visible cinching, it's not bad at all. I did size up, so if this was my true size small, I'd probably be dealing with some cinch. But right now in these mediums, these are super comfortable and there's no wrinkling. Same with the leggings. Sizing up did not mean wrinkling, extra material. It still maintained that body fit shape for me, just more comfortable.
Girl, put your records on.
Tell me your favorite song. Please comment down below, what are your thoughts on this new collection? Overall, I think it's a step in the right direction. I think it's a step up from the Timeless, in my opinion. It is different enough from the Effortless to make it its own unique range, but it is slightly similar to the Timeless. So this feels like the Timeless 2.0 in my opinion. That's where my head goes.
Questions and answers. You ask them, we're answering them.
All right, let's scooch on in here. We are about to talk some juicy Q&A questions right now. They're mighty juicy.
It's juicier than a peach after leg day.
It's juicy fruit.
So what we did was we put polls out on Instagram stories and on the YouTube community saying, hey guys, ask us whatever you want, right? So we gathered some of our favorites and then bringing them to you right here, right now.
No holds bar, baby. None. Let's start with this one. What drove you to start YouTube videos? A lot, actually. For at least a decade, I was serving tables. Many different restaurants. It's actually, long story short, where I met Bay at one of those restaurants.
I was a busboy. Your dream job was always to do something in front of the camera, right?
I had moved briefly to California to try to pursue acting. I knew that I wanted to do something in media arts, things like that. I had actually gone to college, got a 2-year degree in graphic design, so I knew I wanted to do something that involved being creative. My brother Chris always told me that I should start a YouTube channel, but I never wanted to do it. And then one day it just clicked. I was like, you know what? I'm so sick of my life right now. So I quit my job. I quit college at the time. I cleaned house with my whole life, and then I just focused on YouTube. That was all I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to do something creatively.
At the time, YouTube videos were the best way for us to be able to kind of be our own boss. You know, we were able to make our own schedules. We were able to do what we want, say what we want, basically have full creative freedom.
We need to come closer.
Ooh, that was a lot lighter than I thought it'd be.
Any brands you regret working with? Yup. I'm not gonna name any names because that's just like not a good look. You don't want to throw anybody under the bus. There's a couple that really stand out to me. Years back, we worked with a brand for at least 6 months, okay? So we were pretty consistent with the brand, and then all of a sudden one day we wake up to an email that says, look, we're dropping you because you talk about Gymshark too much.
Keep in mind, we are always non-exclusive for everything. We make it a priority.
Right.
We always want to be able to speak what we want, how we want.
Yeah.
And this brand didn't like that. We talked about Gymshark so much, even though we were non-exclusive.
We were non-exclusive, correct. And
with this brand. Another brand we were working with for a while, you know, we were going through something really personal. You know, Ashley's mom was going through chemo at the time. And so we asked one of these brands that we were working with, like, hey, can we just like mellow out with the workload
content. It was
for
getting
a
to
little
be
bit?
a lot because I was spending a lot of time with her, you know, bringing her back and forth to chemo, being with her. It was a lot of mental strain on me, so.
Yeah. And in the email I said, like, you know, we're going through something personal. We didn't get into details, right? It's personal business. And the brand thought that we were trying to get out of the contract so we can jump in and be exclusive with Gymshark. And they said, it's probably in your best interest to not do that. And so I had to explain to the brand, no, it had nothing to do with that at all. It was because of this. And they kind of put their foot in their mouth. We didn't really vibe with them after that. And those are the only two real instances. Every brand we work with, we love. That's the reason we work with them, is because they're amazing all around.
Ooh, what are some of your favorite restaurants?
That's a good question. Oh, now we're talking, man. Let's get real.
Honestly, anything with a buffet for me. Like, I want options, and the more the better.
Oh,
man.
man.
I love Cheesecake Factory. What else?
I don't know, man. No disrespect, but I feel like our local cheesecake's been falling off recently.
Yes. I like burger and fry joints. Simple. Like going into those restaurants that literally only serve burgers, fries, and hot dogs. That's my shit. Like, you give me all of those. And what I love is, like, they're all over Jersey. So
I like diners too.
Diners are great. So when we go out to eat,
like this.
Yeah, the menu literally thick.
It's like a novel.
Anywhere where there's lots of options, except for hot dog and burger joints with French fries. Those limited options, all you need. But if you want some with more options, we like our diners in New Jersey.
Jersey's the diner capital of the world. You literally can't go to a town without seeing at least 3 or 4 diners. But let's get specific here. I think my favorite restaurant right now is Jake's Wayback Burger.
Jake's Wayback. Oh my God.
Jake's Wayback. In fact, the more we talk about it, the more I'm about to make that trip.
We should go today. You wanna go?
Don't tempt me.
You wanna go today?
Yeah.
I love their chicken sandwich.
I got the app on my phone and everything, baby. We got some points we can blow off.
Yay! Excited. Okay, we're gonna go to Jake's later.
Jake's Wayback, shout out.
How did you meet and start dating? This is a really, really good one.
Man. We have a pretty good love story. We do.
Honestly, we do. This is something you would see on
like a Hallmark movie.
on Hallmark.
You go. You say it. You say it. You say your perspective.
Well, in a nutshell, I was driving around with my best friend. She was helping me look for a job.
10 years ago.
10 years ago. And I was like, I'm not waiting tables anymore. I want to expand a little bit. All I ever did was wait tables. So I wanted to try something new. We went to a ton of different places, but at the very end of the day, she brings me to this restaurant.
Apple Valley.
Apple Valley,
Milford, PA, go there.
Pennsylvania. And she was like, apply here. And I said, no, I don't want to wait tables anymore. She insisted. She goes, please just go in, grab the application, and let that be that. So she's like, if you can do that, we'll leave. I was like, all right. So I just went in, said, hey, do you have an application, right? But that wasn't just it, because I literally got to meet my future husband in that second. It was crazy. I went to the host stand. The girls working there were angels. We're all chit-chatting. And then I just see this guy who comes up to the host stand. I mentioned something to the host like, wow, I think it's really cool you guys are allowed to wear skirts here. And then he chimes in and says, first thing he ever says is, yeah, but they won't let me. And so I was like, oh, I said, wow. And I looked at him, I was like, this guy's like super good looking. So maybe he's like gay, because that comment kind of sounded gay. Nothing wrong with that, but like bummer for me, right? So anyways, I knew he was super freaking handsome, and I grabbed that freaking application and I went to my best friend in the car. I was like, I'm getting this freaking job. Now I want it.
And you know what's absolutely wild is, from my perspective, I was a busboy at the time, right? This is 2014, so I'm bussing a table and I see her standing at the front of the restaurant with like a large group of people around her. So there was like a commotion, right? And it was just conversation, but it caught my attention. And so I'm looking at this girl and I'm like, oh my God. I was like, she's flawless. So I stop what I'm doing. And mind you, I'm a huge prude. I don't sit here and mac on ladies or nothing like that. I start walking towards her, and as I'm getting closer and closer, I'm seeing her better. But by the time I got there and I heard her voice, I was in love. And I swear to the stars that it is true. I fell in love at first sight. Yep.
Yeah, he claims love at first sight.
And you know what? Our good friend Dave McHenry, shout out, he can vouch for that, because after you left, I went to him and I said, hey, hire this girl. He was the manager at the time. I said, hire her because I'm going to marry her one day. And lo and behold.
Are you and Bay both originally from Jersey? Central Jersey girl here. Hey, what's up, Amy? Out. We are. Pretty much born and raised.
Well, for you, yeah, you were born and raised.
You were born in New Jersey.
Mm-hmm. You were born in Paterson, New Jersey. At like what? You were like 9 months, 6 months old. She moved to Sussex County and stayed there her whole life.
I love it. It's more country up here.
Mm-hmm. I was born in Rahway, and I lived in Roselle Park until I was about 10 years old. Then I moved to Pike County in Pennsylvania, which is right over the border, like 10 minutes away from where she lived. And I lived there for my teenage years, and then we met, and then moved to Kutztown area in PA, Lehigh Valley. And then now we're in Jersey, back in Sussex County. Yeah. We always come home.
Always coming back to Jersey.
Sussex County.
Was it hard to decide to do a YouTube full time? How did y'all make that decision? I knew when the time was right, actually. He had just finished his master's degree. I was working on building YouTube and on social media. He came to the point where he was applying to so many jobs. Mind you, he was like an A+ straight A student in grad school. Like, he did nothing wrong. The job market just is astronomically bad.
I have a bachelor's degree in history, and then I got a master's degree in English because I wanted to be a professor.
But then the job market was just terrible. He applied to so many jobs, didn't hear back, and a lot of them just ghosted him. So he got to the point where he's like, I don't know what to do now. So I felt like we were comfortable enough with what we were doing on YouTube to take that lunch. Just kind of hope for the best. So I said, look, if you want to just partner in, go in on this together.
We were driving.
Yeah, we were driving, I think, to like the grocery store or something that day. And I looked at him, I said, if you want to do this together full time, stop job searching and just all of our energy put into this together. Make shit happen. And I was like, if you're down for that, I'm down for that. And we did that. We shook on it. We literally shook on it. We said, we're gonna do this if it's the last thing we do. And so we've been working together for about, what?
Actually, our anniversary was like last week, actually.
For how long? 4 years?
Oh my gosh.
I think it's been at least 4 years we've been working together. So
4 years full time. Yeah.
It's been crazy. And don't think for a second that it didn't have a lot of like struggles in between. There's been highs and lows for sure. But what we love is the freedom that comes behind this. We love waking up, being creative every single day, and we do what we love, honestly. We love it. Just being ourselves. How is it like doing YouTube with your bae?
I actually think we gel really well working together because, like we were just talking about, you know, our relationship had to start day one with compatibility. You know, we've always worked together. I think there was a span of maybe 3-4 months in our lives, shared lives together, where we didn't work together. That's all we know. It's actually really inspiring too, because we're allowed to be ourselves. We can share our ideas without worrying about, you know, what other person might think.
Sometimes we have conflicting ideas creatively, and I think that's where some of our bickering comes. It never gets to us.
It's normal,
Yeah, it is normal. When you work together, you butt heads on certain ideas.
But like 99.99% of the time, we have a blast. Like today, filming this honor video, we were having fun, you know? That was genuinely us just doing our thing, you know?
Yeah.
So what's it like working with you? It's a dream come true.
It is great working with you. I couldn't imagine not working with him. It'd be weird and it would just be sad. Was a YouTube career something you thought possible 5 to 10 years ago?
To answer the question from a different perspective, when we started YouTube, we knew from the jump that that was something we eventually wanted to turn into a real thing. Like we didn't just casually mosey into it and like post like every couple of months.
No.
Like we went into it with a plan.
With a fire.
We went into it with a motivation and a passion, a goal list, you know, a long-term and a short-term goal list. And for the first year, Ashley made like nothing, like no subscribers. We didn't make any ad revenue. We didn't even qualify for it. But she didn't quit. She didn't slow down. And it's because of that. If you can get over that initial hump, that is what sets you up.
Like the number one thing is just consistency.
It has to be.
You have to, if you're looking to really do YouTube, like for real, full-time, career-wise, you really can't let a single thing get in your way. You can't allow it.
Especially your own self.
And just promise yourself that if something is not working for a long period of time, you will learn how to adjust your ways and try new things. Things that work for you and things that could potentially pay off in the future. And I really feel like if you have a passion for something, this goes for anything, not just YouTube.
Yeah, it's
You
good
just-
metaphor for life, sorry.
You just simply have to just go at it and not stop. Don't let a single hurdle get in your way. If there's a hurdle, you knock that shit over. Be determined, believe in yourself, and don't stop until you get what you want. And then when you get what you want, you try even harder.
Keep going. That goes for life in general. Like if you're in a spot where you don't really see a light at that end of the tunnel, it's there. You just gotta trust the freaking process, man. In life, in careers, in relationships. Well, even not in relationships. If you're not getting treated right, split. So yeah, we knew a YouTube career was possible when we endeavored into it.
Yeah, because I said I wouldn't have or accept anything less than that. And if it didn't happen, I'd still try for it until it did happen. Either way, I wasn't gonna stop.
I like these memory lane questions, you know? It's not something you think about normally
Hell yeah.
after over all this time. You want me to pick a question for you?
Go ahead.
They're also good. It's a job, so do you get days when you just want to turn off social media? A lot more than you think.
I try not to show it, but 9 times out of 10, I am so tired. Probably think, oh, well, all you do is you should be yourself and film YouTube videos. Yeah, but it's so taxing on my mental. It's taxing on my energy. A lot of that mental energy drain comes from trying to keep creative and always like keeping a pace.
You have to.
There really is no just taking weeks off and just doing nothing. It's not like a job you clock in, you clock out. Even when we're done filming, so physically working, then we're editing, creating the thumbnails, and then after that we're brainstorming the next content. We're usually quite a few videos ahead when it comes to brainstorming content, and it's on repeat. And then you just never know what's gonna get thrown at you. I mean, life happens. And on top of that, you just never know month by month, especially with what we do, reviewing new activewear drops, you never know when a brand's gonna drop. So you have to be super flexible with this schedule, and that can be draining, especially when people try to make plans. We have to turn down so many plans because we have to look at everybody and just go, look, I hate to be this person, but we can't make too many plans in advance because we don't know what our workload's gonna look like and how many videos we need to film by deadlines.
We have to be really flexible while also being really, really strict. And it takes a toll on our social lives, even though we're not really that social to begin with. We don't usually go out and do stuff. But like to our good friends, you know, it's hard. But luckily, they're all very understanding. And you know, this is our lives. This is our business here, you know, and we're very proud of it. I mean, I understand it's a job. It is. I don't look at it like a job. I don't think of it like as something that I need to drudge through. And I feel like this is more, honestly, it's a passion.
It is. It's exciting.
It's a passion that we just so happen to do full time. Like, honestly, if we weren't getting paid at all from anything, we'd probably still be doing it because we love it. It keeps us young. You keep us young. Hey. See what I mean? Working together, 2 peas in a pod, baby. If you could wear only one pair of leggings for the rest of your life, which brand would it be? Okay, so not which legging specifically, but which brand's legging if you could only wear one forever?
It's gonna be Paragon. Right now, they are hands down my favorite because they're just so damn comfortable.
Now, that's not to say that you don't have other favorite leggings for specific purposes, right?
Like basically if I had to like live in one legging for the rest of my life, one brand's legging, it's gonna be Paragon right now. right now. You know, you never know what the future holds, but as of right now, they're just doing it for me.
OnlyFans page? Yeah, I have one. Go check it out. Do we have any pets? Well, if you count me, then yes, she has one. And I'm not house trained.
So we don't have any pets. We live in an apartment right now. It's actually a pet-friendly apartment. But to be honest with you, like, we're really busy right now. I couldn't even deal with having a pet. I'm contemplating having a low-maintenance pet, such as a goldfish. I love dogs. My parents just got 2 new puppies, and I'm so jealous.
Do you guys ever want kids in the future? That's a long-term goal. Right now, we have a lot of short-term goals that are like, you know...
Can't wait too long.
I can totally go for some kids, but down the road, like...
I can go for some
kids.
It's not like a mac and cheese dish.
Which goes to show we're not ready.
We're not ready.
But
no way.
Down there, it's a long-term goal. You know?
I gotta ensure I can take care of my own damn self first, which I definitely can't right now.
Pop 1 or 2 out.
If we did, I think I want to shoot for maybe 2.
Yeah. Ooh, good question. How long did it take for you to plan your wedding? Looks super simple, cute, and I want the same. Highly suggested. Thanks for the question.
Yeah, that's great to hear. I don't know.
I loved our wedding. It was awesome.
So we were engaged for almost 3 years. So in that whole 3 years, a lot went on. We were starting YouTube, getting somewhere with YouTube, moving from PA to New Jersey again. There's a lot of changes, so we didn't want to get married right away. So we stayed engaged for about 3 years. It was right around when my mom had chemo and was going through her breast cancer is when things started hitting me differently, where I was like, okay, I want to get married soon because I want my mother to be there at my wedding. If I don't want to marry you, so like, let's do it. It's
not like we held off because we were still thinking about it. Like, we've been together 10 years, you know?
Right, 10 years in October this year.
Yeah, in October.
So.
We set the date for October 8th, which is actually our dating anniversary, so it's all consistent.
I think it was like June when we decided we want to do it. So it took us 4 months. It was so easy. We basically only had our siblings, our immediate family, and aunts and uncles.
Our goal for our wedding was to keep it very, 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 very simple. We loved simplicity. We didn't want to overwhelm ourselves because, again, our priority is our work, right? So we didn't want to distract from our YouTube. We didn't want to distract from other things we had going. In each other.
Like, I know for me, I didn't want to be distracted. I know a lot of people get married and they're like, I don't even remember like seeing my husband the whole night.
Yeah.
You get very separated when there's a large amount of people.
Yeah.
And that's no disrespect, no shade on people who have big weddings.
No.
They're beautiful,
they're fun.
you know, and memorable. But for me, I feel like the simple life is just the way I like to be, and same went with the wedding. Like, I didn't want anything too fancy. I wanted more of a bohemian style, outdoors, right in my parents' backyard where I grew up and would play with my brother.
It feels like you're in a park, their backyard. It's beautiful. It's surrounded by a nice, beautiful tree line.
It is. Then we had a little room in a restaurant, one of our favorite local Italian restaurants. A little room reserved for us. It was such an intimate experience that at the end of the night, I was just crying because of how beautiful it was. It was such a perfect day.
We were in the moment. Momentary, appreciation is what we were shooting for, and we were really happy with it.
If you're looking for a small wedding, I think that's a great idea. Let's not forget, it's your wedding. It's yours. So if you want something super intimate, where you can focus on each other and just your immediate family, there's nothing wrong with that. And I don't feel like people should guilt other people into feeling like they need something bigger than what they really want.
And let's not forget, weddings are insanely expensive. You can't live at a wedding. Do what you're comfortable with. If you want a small wedding, have it. We have no regrets. And guess what? We didn't even have to take pictures if we didn't want to because it's all still up here. Any advice on having a solid relationship like you and Faye? Thank you. That's a nice question.
That's wonderful.
You first.
I'm gonna steal yours. How about this?
She knows. Go ahead. Let me think of something else.
His mother.
I knew it. I knew you were going to take mine. Go ahead.
She's so beautiful because she always knows just what to say, and this stood out to me the most. So one day she said to me, Ashley, if you want to have a successful marriage, always put each other first. Because if you always put each other first, you always come first. And it makes sense. So he's putting me first, I'm putting him first, we're both first.
And it's so easy, and especially in today's day and age, for people to put their own wants and needs first. That is the start of any sort of crumbling to a relationship, is when you care about yourself more than the other person. So it's important. Always do little things, Guys, it's not being a simp if you, fold your wife's laundry. It's not being a simp if you do the dishes before she gets up. That's the that will keep you rock solid.
And I truly believe in making sacrifices, having patience with each other, and just understanding, like we're both human. Don't get angry. Don't when you fight over stupid stuff, recognize it's stupid stuff and move on.
That's a huge priority for me, is never to go to bed angry. Don't carry that shit over into the next day. It's just not worth
do it, 'cause
We
then
we resolve every single conflict we've ever had, and there's not many. We always before dinner time.
Communication is key, always. To be honest with you, I think it's so important in life to find a partner with similar moral values, because if you don't, you're not on an even ground where it matters, that real internal ground you guys need to keep. It's almost like you guys are completely opposite souls in a way. If morals are everything, you know, that's a person's integrity, and if you don't have the same type of integrity, I don't really understand how that is going to work, because that is your foundation. Finding that in him, when I knew his morals were right, where it's like loyalty, family over everything, that kind of thing, I knew it. I was like, then he's the one, and we're not gonna have any issues. And it's just been really smooth. Honestly, the most we bicker over is like
Work stuff.
Work stuff.
Ideas, trying to communicate sometimes, and it's not even really bickering. It's just, you know.
seeing eye to eye.
Yeah. Ooh, good question. Okay, so this might be a little misconception here, but we're going to touch on it. What were your personal experiences as a personal trainer? Why did you stop in cons? Because Ashley had her NASM at one point.
Yeah, busted my tail. Somehow, some way I passed.
It was a pretty cool experience, too. I mean, what we studied together, even though she was the one that took the test. It was really cool.
You were supposed to take the test, too.
I did. I signed up for it. I never did it. But the real reason that you got your NASM was because we wanted to bolster the legitimacy of our YouTube videos. There's 1,000,001 people out there that are going to put out knowledge without backing it up, right?
Yeah.
Like, and they make guides, but yet they don't have a PT. They're on apps, but they don't have a PT.
At the time, I was actually making a lot of content that was workout specific, especially on Instagram. I was doing a lot like teaching people how to work out.
Fitness content.
But I wanted to make sure that I had something to back me up. I wanted to be taken seriously and be legitimate, you know what I mean? I wanted just to have some credentials. And it's obviously an industry that fascinates me. I love fitness. So I said, you know what? Even if I never actually train people, it's still good knowledge to know because I'm so obsessed with fitness.
And the big reason that we ended up deciding not to renew it is because we've learned that trying to teach fitness through social media, fitness, especially when you're trying to instruct, it's not a one-size-fits-all cookie cutter
Guide. Like, this is
stuff.
why I said I'll never touch a guide.
We've never done guides because, you know what, every single person is different. If we're sitting here giving suggestions to do it like this, but yet we don't know anything about you behind the camera watching us, you know, you might have medical history, you might have muscular imbalances that this could hurt you, right? So to put out blanket statements, even though they were backed up by NASM, we didn't feel comfortable, so we ended up saying, screw all that together. The only time we ever talk fitness is when it's what Ashley is comfortable with doing. We never instruct, we never do any of that. It's just basically Ashley's personal experiences on what she likes to do. Even for scoliosis, we don't feel comfortable giving advice like that because we don't know you. We don't want to be the reason you end up doing something bad. All right, let's wrap it up. We got one more question here that we pulled. We'll end with this one. How is life going for you guys? Are you both well? Thank you for asking.
I'm honestly gonna be super transparent. I'm slowly weaning off my antidepressants right now, so I'm a little bit loopy, dealing with a lot of headaches. You guys know, I've talked about this in other videos. I feel like this whole gym space studio has really helped with my mental altogether. Like, that's a big stressor, trying to do what we do, but like a small little cramped apartment. I think I'm ready to slowly transition off of them because I do feel like this place has taken such a load off my brain. I'm willing to give it a go. Wish me luck. I'm great though. Otherwise, I'm doing very well. How are you?
I'm happy. I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful for life. So that's what you guys are too.
I appreciate you guys listening in. If you stayed for this Q&A,
Yeah, thank you.
props to you. Hope I didn't bore you too much. I'm getting hungry.
Me too. We got to take that Jake's trip. I'm not even kidding. We'll go to Jake's right now. We love you guys very much. Thank you so much for your constant love and support.
Thank you for all who submitted some questions.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here. We love you, and we will catch you in our next video.
Bye.
Feminists want you to hate men, but they're hating men, and leftists want you to hate white people, but they're going home to white people. Is the law okay? Anyway, Becky wasn't saying you should be single forever. She was saying you should stop dating until you're comfortable being single. But I am pro single. Everyone should be single. I'm serious. Be single. Dating. Have a great time alone. Find out for yourself if you can 100% be okay with it before you date. I'm telling you, I had a great time when I was single. And now I know I will be okay. And now I know some time that I'm not single. That's good advice. Anyway, that was it for tomorrow. See what Brooke Cooper's replacement on the comment section, rated contrast, had to say.
I don't care about Trump's family, dude.
And I'm grateful to have the privilege of raising right? She was looking and say all through like everywhere on it. She always talks about the Middle East specifically, like there would be small-minded people present. So worldly, and they just get it there. I mean, it's not simple, and it's also funny because social rights to be fulfilled. Let's just ignore the recent of an SSRI for promiscuity and and newly Midwesterners checking in to say that Midwesterners also the drinking, Michigan is way more intense than anything I've experienced on the coast. And people
So all this money Donald Trump is earning could help the American people, but he's not because he's a piece of shit,
in LA,
selfish ass motherfucker. I hope he dies and I hope his whole family dies because I don't give a fuck.
Be at a biological level, I guess. Made it political. And I hate that that our generation is like, well, unless we have our lives completely perfectly set up, then no thanks. So selfish. And you become less selfish when you become a mom. Exactly. And so it's like if you are surrounded money, it's gonna force you to like find other ways to provide. Yes. Care of your family, which is right. 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 In my day, conservatives were all about people and it will be more rewarding when you figure out how to live. I need to remind everyone that none of these women have kids except for one, and it's not. She is advocating for people to do something she hasn't, which I can't help but notice that thank you for your support. Anyway, it will be figure out how to see them on get here in a moment. Drag she apparently knows everything. She say anything like chapel, and so it's even she's assuming what the chapel thinking of her as an anyway. It would be seriously free when you figure out how to see them on custom budget. We'll get there in a moment. Let's see what the former and from afar at least, that is how she allegedly Chapel's friends know her. I'm not going to be surprised by what she said. Seriously, both Reagan and Brett Chapel's interviewed Ellen Pompeo, and yeah, I'm not surprised that a 50 woman with 3 kids has ideas about parenthood than a 350 woman without kids. Anyway, apparently this interview also picked up Chapel. And so, but even though she's all over the mainstream media and all over Google search engines, she really failed. That is really for the conversation where mom was using her sound bites to then post videos and photos of her life and her children and basically saying like, man, was conversations happen like, is that free or is that weird? Apparently this is about her friend, specifically about her friend or is that weird? All over Google search engines, she really about her job. That is really and what weird. It occurred to me that perhaps about her friend perhaps very serious. Apparently one of the world's biggest pop stars was getting on the world's biggest not what she said. I'm so concerned about media but then there's no real benefit to engaging with something there's no real benefit to engaging with something I'm starting to feel concerned about media but then there's no real benefit to engaging with something with drama and called Chapel, which is likely why Brett titles her video. His friends are miserable in Aaron's room. Laundry and that she's never met any hot parents ever. I mean,
You're a whore, Brent. You're a whore, Brent. She does that because she's dumb. She does that because she's dumb. She does that all the time. You're a whore, Brent. She does that because she's dumb. She does that all the time.
Hello. The freeze up. What's going on? How's life? I'm good, thanks. We got a new buff bunny to talk about. You're gonna do my intro for me?
God, American stupid. Y'all feel adorable. He's stuck on a desert planet and randomly being thrown into a different world, only to be the focus of that is cute, you bastard.
For real?
Are you sick of me yet? Are you sick of me yet? You thought one video was enough? It's never enough.
Nah.
Never enough. I'm here to stay. Shit.
Gianna is personally offended, no, again, Chapel didn't say half of the folks apparently hurt. But seriously, Gianna hoping to achieve by saying that her earhood looks like that? Who was she trying to talk to? So, Papa, I want the assumption, the assertion, the lie. Yes, Chapel Rose is Gaita. Nowhere did she say people shouldn't have kids. Nowhere did she say having kids was bad. She answered a question, and drama ensued for no reason. Well, actually, I think the reason is that anytime someone speaks about having kids and it's not all sunshine and roses, the circumstance that they say about the birth rate and controls, which just makes them look even more suspicious. Why do they care so much about how
Soon I'm gonna get booted off. You're gonna take over the channel. You know everything. He knows everything and more about leggings. Like, he knows too much. Way more than he should.
It's true. That's the crazy part.
He knows more about Buff Bunny than I do.
It's what I do.
He's been around me for far too long. No, he knows. He understands what.
and I think we all know that. You just threw out the door for him. That's it for this video. Let me know if you changed your mind about having kids after watching. Was this a good video for
Everything.
Who do you think gives these ideas? Who do you think gives her this knowledge to impart to you?
We're talking the new Buff Bunny boyfriend collection.
Alright, so top team, we're gonna have fun today. Oh.
Alright, so when I saw that Buff Bunny was dropping the boyfriend collection, once I saw the actual pieces they were dropping, I legitimately got so excited. They're adding in new, unique pieces, more fashionable items. I feel like some items that are actually super practical, and that's very exciting for me, because I need to add some spice to my wardrobe.
And not for nothing, this collection, by the way, you guys, it feels like it's like 3 of their collections put into one. As we're scrolling through the new releases, it just wasn't ending.
There's
There was
a lot.
just so much.
There's
and
gonna
the
be
color variety, 2 thumbs up so far in terms of the variety here.
Totally. There's a lot dropping in this collection. You can expect this drop on March 2nd, whatever the time is. I'll put it right here. I never remember. Yeah, right there.
It was pretty hard to narrow the
Yes.
selection, to be honest with you, because if we were to review everything like how we want to, we'd be here for 3 hours.
I know. So what I'm gonna do today is, first I wanna go over what they're dropping. That's imperative in this video. They're dropping so much. So I'm gonna briefly just go through what you expect to be launching, and then I'm gonna be sharing with you the outfits I put together. So I hope you like it.
There's a lot to work with here, ladies. There's a lot to work with.
What are you doing with that banana? That's mine.
Ring, ring. Ring, ring. Oh, it's Buff Bunny calling. Hello? Oh, hi, Heidi. Okay, say less. Let's do it.
I'm a hair girly. I don't want to do hair. My hair extension's really poking out right now.
It's okay, it blends in. Plus, it looks like you just got staples in your head or something. Like you had an accident.
Yeah, I don't want it to look like I have staples in my head though. Let's see what they're dropping.
For this color palette, there's literally, let me just do a rundown here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 19, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. There's 24 different colors that are going to be launching in this collection across all different types of jeans and sports bras and pieces and stuff.
So like they said, 24 colors are dropping.
You don't have to mansplain, okay?
24 freaking colors in this drop. 24.
Like more than a rainbow.
We have some signature colors that we're all familiar with, like mocha berry, old brew cat, you know what I mean? Like they have some staple colors we've already seen. Cool, man. I like my neutrals, you know me. All right, so we're looking at the butter, the new braid, and this, is this new? The threads fabric? I don't know about you.
Threads like Instagram? Who uses threads? Anybody? It wasn't talking to myself on there. It's like talking to a wall.
All right, so tons of new pieces. Are you guys ready? The girlfriend legging, forget about. Legacy legging, we already know about. Cut version. We have the dream headed legging that I love so much for the winter time. It's so thick, it's like thermal. I love it. Waffle knit. Oh, wait till you guys see this. I have that one. Collar on pocket legging. Yes. See, they do have the gym wear. Okay, some people seamless is back. Not a huge fan of that. Legging. I'm done. It's big aggressive waistband. Not interested. Girl for sports, probably the IU Rab Revolution. Dream heather bra, match waffle knit bra, collar on crop shape, seamless. The plunge butter is actually what I'm wearing right now. This plunge bra. I'll talk about it in a second. Missy Shore. Hot girl plunge shorts. Dream heather bodysuit. These are my stories. I tease that. Ooh, just wait. Air knit bandeau. Air knit shrug. So we have actual button up styling. Put it over your set kind of pieces. Colorado zip jacket. Ooh.
Got some more graphics here too. They're actually playing with birds and phrases and stuff, which is nice to see.
Basic crop, so you can like mix around, have fun. And of course, this is what I'm so excited for. They actually went ham on their accessories. What? You left that? Yeah. 3-pack full cruise hair claws, scrunchies, the breakthrough bag. I'm so pumped for that. You know I like to accessorize like that. Dad hats, a whole lot of them.
We're on page 15, by the way.
Threads. So this new material threads. They have the threads, hoodie, quarter crop. I mean, for shackets.
Is that an acid wash does it look like? Or is that just my computer screen playing with us here? You see what I mean? Or it looks a little wavy?
Oh yeah. I don't know. That's an effed up image.
It looks like the light was reflecting strangely off of the material that happens sometimes when we film. If you guys have any questions on things we just kind of breeze through, drop a comment. We'll pull the information and then reply to your comment with specifics. Just that way, if we don't show it here, that doesn't mean you still can't gather something from this video.
Yep. Let's go ahead and see what we got. First, the plunge bra. This is the butter fabric, one of my favorite fabrics. It's so soft. Grabbed in color black. Not one but two adjustable straps right here. I would not recommend wearing this in a gym unless you love to be risky like that. You can if you want to be risky. You're all about that high risk. Okay. But this is so low support. You have a bulky seam underneath here. That's all the support you have. That's about it. Removable bra pads that can feel you. The straps actually sit super wide on the shoulders. Here's the stretch. Look at this is something I would wear lounging only. Underneath a t-shirt, that kind of thing. Even wear it out casually. You want to throw on a tank top over this, full crop top. You know, I didn't get anything in that matched the black. So I just paired it with, you guys have seen this already in some of their older videos. This is their cloud jogger. This is not a part of the new release. This is just what I paired with it. Like I said, I didn't have any in this new release snatch top, but I still want to talk about it. It's cute. Let's try my first outfit.
Want me to pick it for you?
Actually, yeah.
Because I've been playing with this waffle. It's so funny playing with waffle.
You like it? You like the waffle?
I think it's a nice touch and it's got cozy vibes, you know what I mean? And these dad hats. We got a dad hat for every fit.
Hold up, I got all my outfits situated.
Nice and scattered on the floor.
What did this go with?
I don't know.
Oh no.
I mean, you might say something.
First, we're gonna check out the waffle knit set. I got the leggings and the sports bra. First things first, stretchy waffle knit embroidered logo on the back. This is in the what color is this?
Alright, we're looking at the waffle knit legging in the cappuccino.
There's a top seam on the back that wraps around to this seam down here. There's no actual seam in the front, so it's not gonna dig in the front, but it is in the back to help keep it up. Hi, this is the full waffle knit set in my true size small. I was so happy when I put it on. It's so stretchy and it's comfortable. It's like a nice little lounge set that you can just be super versatile with and wear it with some Uggs and a cozy little jacket and go grab your cup of coffee. I feel like they did a great job with this material. Still hugs the glutes really nicely. The only issue I have here, they just had this little pull back here and right here on the bra, I have another pull. Just now I was changing into it. These little pegs right here, one got lodged in and I felt it pull. It can be damaged very easily because it is textured. So there's some raised little pieces here. The overall texture, obviously if you know waffle knit, they're like little tiny squares here. So it's easy to just get something sharp and get it lodged in there. Anyways, the positives to this, very nice little delicate V-seam in the front. As a movement, of course, they have their V-seam in the back. Nice stretching waist feel, moderate support, not as low as you would think, guys. Not as low as you would think.
That's a beautiful legging. From far from where I'm sitting, it doesn't look waffle. It doesn't look waffle at all.
It's solid. It looks solid, right?
You are getting a little bit of a camel toe in a weird way. It's not like a full-on moose knuckle, but it's almost like you can kind of see the outline.
And I'm wearing thick undies, so be mindful if you're not planning to wear underwear with this, or you're wearing very thin seamless underwear, you might get camel toe.
But Buffy, you guys, they're classic with that high-rise V-seam in the back. I mean, you don't have to worry about your glutes getting cut off or shrunken down from ill-placed seams.
I would never. The back seam up here, comfortable. I don't feel it digging at all. It's definitely for a purpose. It's no gape. No gape. You're bending down right at the grocery store. It's not going anywhere. It hugs so nicely.
Not for nothing, pretty swap-proof from the single. You doing that now?
Swap-proof?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not seeing any sort of sheerness.
Lounge, if you want to go grab a cup of coffee, wear some soft things on top. It'd be cozy all day. This is a cozy set.
That's a really nice base layer.
If you're in between sizes, size up in the bottoms. The bra is very cute too. We have a very, very tiny little band. It's a band seam under here. Still have removable bra pads. Very thin, but yet very stretchy straps. They have a little shine to them. Straps are very, very comfortable and super adjustable. Adjustment on both straps here and here as well. So overall, very comfortable. In between, personally size up for me because of this. It's not too snug right now. But if I size down, it might be. You know, I don't like that. Okay, let's move on. I'm gonna mix things up and go with this bitch right here. Oh. Alright, I don't think you guys are ready for... What else is wrong with you?
Oh! Smack in the face with it.
That's called a banana slap.
That squared off, slap me in the face.
Huh.
You slinging peels, baby. You slinging those peels.
I got really, what can I say? All right, let's talk about this bodysuit. All right, so they're dropping their Heather bodysuit, which I'm very excited about. Let's talk about this first. I was really excited about this one because you guys know a few drops back, they came out with leggings. Thick, warm material, very insulating, nice to match hug this perfectly. Well, now they came out with it in a bodysuit version. This is the length, okay? Again, this is my true size small. Not too short. Could have been worse, but if it was any short, I don't know about it. This is okay for right now. They don't skimp on this back side. Let me see. Oh, good. It does not come too low where my underwear showing it, and I'm wearing a high-waisted thong. A lot of bodysuits I wear, when they have a beautiful open back, like for example, bombshell, their open back goes so stupidly low, where my thong's always showing, so I'm thinking to myself, well, then what do I wear? So this is nice, actually. They thought ahead. It comes high enough where you don't see it.
To play it safe, why don't you give us a deep squat just to see if it's falls or anything.
Deep squat.
Like ass to grass.
Oh.
Yeah, back doesn't sacrifice at all. It stays in the exact same spot. No rolling or anything.
This is a very form-fit bodysuit. In fact, it's on the brim being a little too snug for me, so between you all decide on up. But let's check actual seam placement here. They start with that V-seam, and then they get a silhouette seam right up the sides here, all the way down the shorts. Then they cut their traditional V-seam and 2 ankle seams going right up the sides here. Great seam placement. They added in the strap here. It's not too floppy. It's nice and fit, but not too compressive where it's bulging me. They did a great job on this open back. Right around the neck here. Ooh, yeah. Nothing's too tight back there.
That band is strategically placed too, because if it's like a pure open back, then you get a lot of wrinkling and flapping right around the arms.
I've had one of their bodysuits where it was all open back, and I had the unfortunate experience of it constantly flapping right here. So this strap helps to keep these nice and secure, tight up against your body, so there's no flapping. No rolling either. Nice and form fit. Oh.
Whoa. Whoa, girl. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Put them up.
I want to see me bust my ass on this vlog, dude.
Untitled. Ashley is somewhere out there.
I feel so good in this bodysuit. I feel good. I feel confident. Now when I'm squatting, it shifts up. I don't want that, so I'm just gonna pull down a little bit. I don't plan to really squat that shit, but hell yeah.
Let me ask you a question. You do a lot of jumping, punching, and kicking. Is that gym from that case? What do you think?
You could technically wear this to the gym. Yes, you could. You're brave enough to wear this thick of a material. It's a little too insulating. It's gonna trap heat, trap sweat. I like things very breathable when I'm working out.
Alright, ladies, here's the nitty gritty. This is the green heather bodysuit. It's coming in black heather and chamomile. So only 2 colors. So
This is chamomile, in case you couldn't guess.
yes, because it's not black. Yes. Details. We're looking at the fabric. Is a green heather with a recycled polyester spandex blend. Medium support level. 5-inch inseam right on the border of Ashley's comfort level. Features: we got removable bra pads, sweetheart neckline, perfect accentuating details, and it's designed for strength training and yoga. But like Ashley said, for her, she's kicking it like how girly. She's kicking it with a cardigan, some scrunch socks, maybe a hot girl walk. So you got the hot girl run shorts. Maybe this could be the hot girl walk bodysuit. You know?
Hell yeah. There's a lot of layers. It's not just one layer. This is like multi-layered. There's like a lining under here, and then you have the top layer right here. So pulling both at the same time, see that? Slightly snug. What I'm so happy they did, they added a ton of stretch around the thighs. So it's not cinching. I don't have to size up. Amen. But I'm on the ready because it's a little bit snug. So it's size up. Overall, if you want this form fit body fit, you can probably stick to your true size because it still has some stretch in it.
With that being said, why don't you give us some side bends so you can see how the material wrinkles and whether it maintains its shape throughout regular torso. Nice. You can tell because it is on the thicker end. You can tell that it's gonna hug. Yeah. And then you come up, it's perfectly smooth.
This does have removable bra pads in case you're wondering. I personally feel like you can get away with taking them right out because it's so thick of a material. Okay, so upon turning the bodysuit inside out, as you can see, 2 seams keep the bra pads divided so they don't overlap each other. And I want to take note that they actually have a band. It is an internal elastic band at the underbust to ensure your girls stay in place. We also have at the bottoms internal scrunch. So no wonder the peach was looking so dang good. It's a stretchy scrunch, very sweet. You'll never know it's a scrunch from the outside. Love this scrunch. Now let's check out this hoodie. I sized up to a size large. I grabbed the white collar, but it's also coming in. Help me out, babe.
Is this the thread zip hoodie?
Hell yeah, it is.
Oh man, we got a nice color selection here. We're looking at onyx black, berry ice, chamomile, bone, and Ashley's white. I think the white was a good choice for you.
Yeah, I wanted white to pair with the socks. It has the ability to pretty much go with anything. I did size up 2 sizes. This is a large, as you can see. Glad I did. This is exactly the fit I was going for. Super oversized, baggy, drapes behind you kind of thing. This threads material, soft cotton, no real stretch. A little bit, not much. Completely plush lining. Like, I mean, super duper soft. It is lightweight, especially because it is equipped with a hood. This is a very, very light hoodie, but yet cozy warm. And you could totally get your normal size, but I was extra. And you know I like baggy. Hey, there's no pocket. Yes, there's, never mind. To have internal pockets, that would be a big no internal pockets.
Yeah, you know what? Fill it up. Who's that though? So we get an accurate. Toss it to me.
I know, I'm sorry about that. Okay, let me just see.
Super light.
Very light hood. This is a really nice spring and summer hoodie. You can wear this in the summer on a cool summer night, not be too overheated. Embroidered logo. Hell yes, queen.
Even when you threw it up over your head, you can tell how light it was because it just kind of floated up. Yeah.
So these good versus fine. Oh, next.
Stop it.
Ooh, what are they? Girlfriend legging and girlfriend reversible sports bra. I love when it's reversible. 2 in 1. This is actually made out of their new gray material. Super buttery, soft brushed fabric, in case you have no clue what that new gray fabric is like. The other reason it says this is designed for cardio. I personally find these to be insulating. They're very soft, so I wouldn't really want to do cardio and sweat in these. If I sweat too much, it'll get a little bit soggy. And this new gray fabric is in general, so nothing new there. It really is about preference. Don't get it twisted. Of course, these could work in the gym. Any leggings really work in the gym. It's all about your preference. So if you prefer working out in just fairly thicker overall leggings, something that's going to insulate you, then by all means you go for it, girl, because there's certainly enough stretch. So if you're doing the Stairmaster, you're on the elliptical, you can easily run in these leggings. What I noticed when I first put these on, Nubray fabric. Oh my god, I can't even say it. Nubray fabric and we love each other, but at the same time, like for example, in their legacy leggings, I sometimes have to size up because it's very snug, specifically on the glutes. In the girlfriend leggings, they're not. So my true size small is working beautifully. And if you're in between, you probably could get away with sizing down. If you're worried about right here, they actually have a really pretty cross waist that's attached. Bulky seams that accent the cross waist. If that's something where you're like, look, I do not want to chance it digging at all, then by all means, in between size up, I think you would have maybe possibly a little more extra fabric here.
Do you feel that waistband digging into you at all with those seams?
I do feel ever so slightly that this digs a little bit. Like I feel like if I wore this for 8 hours, I'd have a mark right here. I'm not feeling it being uncomfortable, but that is something to keep in mind if you plan to wear it all day long. Right here, the seam at all, nothing on top.
The girlfriend legging has a regular high rise, whereas the new legacy legging that's coming out has an ultra high rise. I'll splice in a comparison picture for you. So you can see on the legacy legging, the band is way higher than on the girlfriend.
My glutes are definitely glued in this legging, not like the typical great fabric where it almost feels a little smushed. So they stuck with a very simple V-seam right here is where the action's happening. It's still very simple.
It actually looks really on the back. There's no contours, no blue contours, no butterfly seams at the top like the legacy.
This feels like new fabric, it is, but stretchier. That's what I'm going with here. This feels stretchier than your traditional new bray. I don't know what's going on here.
I actually heard Heidi pronounce it Nubray, but we always call it Nubray because we're extra like that. So we've been saying it wrong at this point probably for about 2 years now.
We would say incorrectly.
I mean, tomato, right?
So this is a light to moderate compression legging with that nice decent stretch, very light support. So if you love the legacy leggings like that, for the longest time was my favorite buff legging. So the butter fabrics like over. But if you're a huge fan of that legging, there's a chance you're really gonna love this girlfriend legging. It's like their sister legs. In my opinion, it fits better. It's an upgrade for me.
This is in the color Chai Latte. They're also coming in onyx black mineral wash, which actually looks really cool.
Yeah, the mineral wash has a little marble. It has a marble design, but this one is solid. I like the solid. I went with this specifically to pair with girlfriend bra in the same color. Technically it's the same color because it is reversible, so you can wear it solid to match the bottom, or be a little extra like me and just reverse it. This top is extremely low support. So I don't think I would even risk working on this because my hip's like right there. You know what I'm saying? Like even a fraction of a centimeter over. You see my hip? Can't have that. I'm not gonna slip up on camera and do it.
Designed for strength training, huh? Okay.
What is?
Yeah.
It's bra?
Yeah, strength training. You know what that means.
You see that strap bag? You know what the strap bag means, right? The thinner the straps, the bigger the lats and traps. Am I right? They are talking. Let me tell you. Stretchy. That's what I like to see.
We haven't done any gym tests in this video so far.
Shall we?
Why don't we test these leggings on the treadmill because they say they're meant for treadmill and it is a new piece altogether. We're talking. And then why don't we bang out some shoulder raises, side raises, pull downs, upright rows.
Well, Gigotti, you know what?
Let's go mix it up. Let's go hit that
Gigotti.
gym.
Guys, you'd be so